You are now tuned in to Dumb Jock Sportscast.
What up, people? You guys are tuning into the Dumb Jock Sportscast. And let's just say this. Did the Leafs pull off some magic? Did Kyle Dubas dupe us? Or did he do it? Let's see, huh? Well, what do you think? You were at work, so you didn't get to watch it. I watched the full deadline, you know?
Yeah. You were lucky you got to watch it, but I told you, I had that streaming and everything going. I got the computer going, the phone going, making sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah, do you think Kyle Dubas duped us as Leaf fans, or do you think he did a good job? Or should we get into it?
I mean, we just talked briefly just before we jumped on here, but
yeah.
If I'm going to be 100%, you guys got duped by him. You got duped big time.
Do you think that a lot of Leaf fans like me? I think we did okay. I think it shows us that Kyle Dubas believes in the squad, and he believes that they can go far. So I think that would mean a lot to the players because he didn't break up anybody. But hey, I'm an optimist about this. I'm positive, you know.
Right, but the only thing I see with this is the same roster realistically that you guys have been struggling putting away. Like you guys put together at the beginning of the year, you had your 5-game, 6-game, 7-game win streaks, and now you guys are winning 1 or winning 2, dropping 3, or you're losing to the teams that you shouldn't be losing to. You're losing to the Buffaloes, the Montreals, the Arizonas.
So you still think that the Leafs are just a one-line team? The
Absolutely.
Matthews-Marner line.
Yeah, this deadline was your chance. This, you know what? I told everybody that I met today that was a Leaf fan or was like, "Oh, watch, Dumas is going to pull off some, like you said, some magic. He's going to do something. He's going to do something huge." And
no hats. See? Nothing.
Right? Exactly. He pulled the sheet right over everyone's head. But honestly, if I'm have any association with that team, whether I'm a coach, a scout, whatever, I'm scared as hell that my job is on the line now if you guys don't get out of the first round.
So you'd blame everybody or Dubas? Would you get rid of Dubas if this doesn't work?
Everybody goes.
Damn.
Everybody goes. Keefe goes.
Yeah.
Dumas goes.
Shanny
goes. Shanny's been there more than long enough. Shanny.
I think Shanny dropped the ball when he picked Dubas over Bowman.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah. So there you can't tell me that this was even with the moves that were done before, like Ben Sherratt was gone. Fine.
Yeah. I didn't want him anyway.
Giroux was gone before anyone got to it.
Yeah,
think about it. The people that people wanted are positions that you guys were looking at, like defensemen and goalies.
Hey,
there were names out there this morning that you guys could have jumped in on.
I'll tell you this, man. I'll tell you that Jack Campbell, he's a starter, man. He's just been going through some stuff. I think he's the one to bring us forward.
Well, the thing with Campbell is,
a goalie.
You did need a goalie because what I'm hearing. Yeah, because
we got Calgary, bro.
Yeah. Well, you did have Ceteris. What happened there?
Oh, we'll get into it. You want to get into? We want to get into the contract?
Come on. That was your goalie move. Was getting Harry Ceteris.
Harry Ceteris. Oh, I'm trying to fix my mouse because it ain't working. Making it too damn hot, boy.
There you go. But no. Before we jump right into it, I'm hearing Campbell's out even longer now. They said he's resuming practicing, but they said Keefe said he's skating, but he's not ready to take on a full practice.
I heard it's 2 week minimum.
That tells me at least one more week he's out.
No, he said 2 weeks more minimum. So let's
there you go. Exactly. You're telling me you would have been smart to get Holtby or I'm not saying you had to go out and get Fleury, but you're saying Holtby wouldn't have been a good idea?
Oh, dude, how about this? I'll tell you this. That came out that Kyle Dubas didn't want to trade one of the defensemen when he could have got Marc-Andre Fleury and he could have got Hagel or whatever.
Yeah, that's what we were saying yesterday. Yeah.
And he didn't want it. He rejected the deal because he didn't want to give away one of the defenders. That's crazy, but
that's because you don't have defense to spare. You got pylons right now.
Damn. Yeah, we got Oh, we got Justin Hall. But here we got Thomas Hurdle here, bro. So he
There we go. Let's get into
on
this.
March 16th. That's only 5 days ago. Thomas Hurdle contract extension. So obviously he stayed.
Yep.
Then we got on the 19th. We got the Philippidis Rosiers or whatever. I don't know how to say that name.
Your French is not good.
Yeah, I ain't no French guy. That's the only contract minimum, $750,000 for 1 year. And then comes March 20th, 2022. Boston trades for Hampus Lindholm, and we discussed that yesterday about was it a good deal. You said no, and I said no unless we contract extension. Then during the podcast yesterday, you're like, we got news, yeah, and it was I think it's a good deal for him. Like 8 years, that's not a little unless he doesn't do good. But cap hit $6.5 million. What do you think? Yeah, looking at those numbers, you think that's good for him? $6.5 million.
I mean, it's good for him money wise, like absolutely. Like
I mean, good for Boston.
Oh, well, that's what I mean. I mean, it's not a crazy, it's not
high
a
contract.
10-year. It's not like you're paying 10 mil, or it's not like let's even use Phil Kessel. It's not like you're paying a guy who doesn't produce $8 million, $9 million a year, right?
Dude, the Leafs are still paying for him.
Exactly. This is my only issue I have with contracts. It's even the same with Thomas Hurdle. 8 years is a long time for a player to stay in one spot, especially when they can get traded, right?
Think about Thomas Hurdle. He's making $8 million. Yeah. $8 million.
Well, that's I can understand it more on a forward base, like a winger or center spending the kind of money because you're expecting him to get between let's be honest, forwards. If you're going to be a first line, even maybe second line, you're expected minimum 60 points probably.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Defenseman, a defenseman, you can get 30 points and that's it. But be a +4, like what was it? We were looking at who was it yesterday? It was +44. Pellich, wasn't it? No, Devin Toews.
Yeah, Devin Toews.
Yeah. He was he's a +44 and he has got like 15 points. But you know what? He's going to make money off that. Yeah, they're looking at the +44 and they're going to say, "Oh, that's fine for a defenseman."
Yeah, he's actually one of the underrated guys we were saying. So you think that's
overall,
a good contract?
I think this is a little too much for a defenseman. I'm not a fan of especially defensemen getting massive contracts like this. It's not a number that bleeds you dry, but I don't think it's a money move that makes sense. I think, it should have been a 4-year extension or 5-year. And then, after say the third year, you can get out of it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just player safety. Like the players, like I want to make sure that I get 8 years,
Well, let's be realistic too. The East is known to be pretty physical, especially that thing. So, like you said, he wants to take it out. Hey, I blow up my knee and I miss an entire year. I'm still going to collect, $6.5 million.
Well, like the East is actually, I think the better conference. Usually it's always the West, but I think the East has pretty, like there's only like a few teams in the West. Like, I don't know. I think the East is a better conference nowadays. That's what I think.
Well, there's a reason though they've been winning cup every year almost.
Yeah. And so the next one is Harry Ceteris. What do you think of this? They signed him for free agency.
You get him for a year. Like you said, the league minimum, and you don't even have him, 12 hours? No, I'd be more generous. You don't even have him 24 hours, and he's gone.
He's gone, bud. What team did he actually sign for?
I want to say he went out. He went to the West. I think it was Arizona or Nashville, somewhere weird. He went somewhere.
Whoops. Yeah, it says Harry Ceteris.
See what happens when you start clicking on things?
It says Harry Ceteris doesn't exist on this page. Damn. But I don't know. I don't think the Leafs are too worried about that. I wonder. I kind of wonder why. You know, like why did they do this?
I think they
It's
were
weird.
making pulling a Colorado move, I think,
Yeah.
which was, try and make space somewhere along the way, like, sign a cheap option and
Yeah.
move Mrazek down or onto the waivers, and we'll get
Well, I think a lot of the Leafs um, actual trades were reliant on Mrazek moving. So when they put him on waivers, I think they're hoping that someone picked him up so it freed up cap space, right? And it never
right.
happened. Yeah, but
I
don't know.
mean, it's just definitely we said, it's just a move that doesn't make sense at
Right.
all. I think, like it was like we said earlier, it was a.
You think that's a bonehead move right there?
That's what I mean. Like that, I think that was just like we said before we went on here. It was just a move to make some noise and hope to God something happened, and nothing did happen out of it.
Nothing.
And it was Arizona who claimed him.
So we got Arizona. A lot of Arizona fans are actually up in arms about this window, more than Leaf fans. I can't believe that, but it's crazy. I guess
I like it.
Yeah, you like
I
it.
like it. I'll be honest. Out of any of the extensions or moves or anything today, I think that's my favorite one.
You don't think Jake DeBrusk was a good one?
No, because I had heard that they were trying to do a sign and trade still with it. He was supposed to be moved, and they just signed him to a contract and hoped someone was going to take that.
I think Ottawa has the best contract extension with the goalie. I wanted the Leafs. If the Leafs were, I wouldn't mind the Leafs getting Braden Holtby or Anton Forsberg if they're looking to get Mrazek out. I'm fine with Mrazek and Jake Campbell because I mean Mrazek's a backup. Jake Campbell's a starter, so obviously the backup.
But is he really a starter? Is he really a starter?
Dude, before All-Star break, this guy was the best goalie in the league we're talking about. He's been playing with an injury.
Come on now. Are we really going to go back and think of how good everyone was back in November, December?
Hey, dude. Come on now. Hey, dude.
Come on now. Ovechkin got off to an amazing start with goals, and you know what? How's he been doing since then?
He's still 5. He's still 5 in the league. He's still amazing. He's still Forsberg.
Yeah, he was shooting non-stop, and now he died down. I like
the belief that Dubas has in Jake Campbell. I like that. He didn't go over and step on his toes and get a Marc-Andre Fleury to bring down the guy's confidence. That would have been terrible. And I like
that's exactly what he needed. No, that's exactly what he needs. He needs somebody to break Campbell's confidence, because I think right now Campbell's too confident. He knows that his biggest competition is Peter Mrazek. Come on now.
And what you think? Peter Mrazek's a pylon.
Yeah, but and you know what? He's been out playing Campbell when Campbell was playing for a bit.
I honestly think that Mrazek is getting a short end of the stick with you guys. I think he's actually been pretty good, especially being a backup. He's been putting up numbers, man. He's only had a few games recently that were bad, but before that, he's been okay, man. I'm on the Mrazek bandwagon right now.
Well, that's the case.
I like our goalie. I like Kellgren. Yeah, dude. All I gotta say is Kellgren. He shut out Dallas Stars.
You know what else happened? You know, didn't your Leafs get shut out by your Zamboni driver? We want to try and throw things at you. You want to try and throw that at me? At least I don't lose to my own Zamboni driver.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Zach Parise,
1.5 million. Around?
Yeah, that's crazy. And Clutterbuck.
Yep.
Still, like these two guys. I don't know about these ones. I think these ones are the worst ones on the list.
I like them. I like the Parise and Clutterbuck deals. I've liked them. Especially Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck is very underrated, I think. Parise is Parise. He's not the same as before. Obviously, he's up there in age.
Jersey Devil. Yeah.
But I mean, really for another $1.5 million, are you going to really find a veteran forward, who can produce still? Even if Parisi gets me 30 points in a season, I'll take it.
I
It's
think
not a huge loss.
So the best extensions, I think, are Anton Forsberg and the Hampus Lindholm.
Yeah,
the other
that's
one,
what you're going as your best.
Yeah, that's what I'm going as my best. What are your best?
Out of any of them that are there, I'm going with Arizona.
Yeah,
I like it.
You're going with Arizona.
I like it with Carl. God, I'm not even going to butcher his name. I can't even say that last name.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Vamilka.
See, that's why I got you all here with me.
Yeah, which one's the worst? Obviously, for me, I think the Harry Terry one was just made no sense. Nothing. But hey, I see what they tried to do. They tried to save their goalies because they have belief in them.
Well,
what do you think? So it could have been.
I hate the move as well. Like I hate the Harry Ceteris move.
I hate his name.
Harry Ceteris. I mean, the only thing. I mean, how do I word this without getting Leaf Nation riled up already?
I think he's better than. I think he would have been nice on the Leafs, but
it's definitely no because are you going to tell me you're going to roll with Jack Campbell, Mrazek, Eric Calgreen, and Harry Ceteris?
Oh, dude, we're throwing up 4 goalies on the ice at once.
You got freaking Carter Hutton somewhere kicking around there still too.
Yeah, we got a few goalies. I think we got I think we relied on Peter Mrazek for the Anderson. I think Anderson and Mrazek trade. What do you think about that trade now? Looking back on that,
I think it was fine because I think, like you said, the common theme was that Campbell was going to be your starter no matter what.
Yeah, so he had to go. Yeah,
but you couldn't have Jack Campbell and Frederick Anderson there both this year and expect neither to be pissed off.
And let's face it, before that, Mrazek wasn't looked at as a dud. He was looked at as like a decent goalie.
Yeah, he absolutely.
So now he's just been shit in the bed a little bit, And
all your goalies have been shit in the bed.
Hey, Jack Campbell, Mr. Soupy. Campbell's soup is doing good, bro.
There's a reason why people don't like soup anymore. Like 40-year-old, that 50-year-old man with a can of soup over the stove.
No, man, but so your picks, the Carol Vermelka, and my pick is
Vermelka. Yeah, I think is the best deal. And overall, if I'm steering clear of this Harry Ceteris is a bad move, then I'm going to say probably the Thomas Hertl move is too much.
I think the Hampus Lindholm is easily the best because if they didn't re-sign him, it would have been the worst trade ever. But they re-signed him and made it one of the better trades of the window. That's how I feel.
But it's still a salary cap hit.
Yeah, dude. They're Boston, bro. Mean streets of Boston. But let's move on from that. Yeah, man. So it's been interesting. Who's saying this? Muff Saipo. He gives us the fist. The fist, man. So
Power
to the people, brother.
There you go.
Let's see this trade deadline recap, trade tracker. So we'll go to the trade tracker first, and we'll start off with the one that hit us late yesterday. The 2 that hit us late yesterday. Okay, we got Robert Hagg going to the Florida Panthers, which is a big D man. Which again, Florida did all right, man. They're doing the business this window, man. For a 6th-round pick. It's a bottom pairing D man. I think it's depth. I think it's good. What do you think?
I mean, it was needed, absolutely. Like I'm pretty sure that's what we had said. With Robert Hagg,
and they're giving around a 6th-round pick. So it's like,
well, it's like I said because they don't know what's going on with Aaron Ekblad, right? Because he got the injury, so they had to find defense help.
But I heard Florida's just doing exactly what Tampa Bay did. They just put everybody and what the Leafs tried to do with all their players like Rasmus Sandin, Jason Spezza, they put on the LTIR. And I think that's what they did so they could go over the salary cap and get the players back in the playoffs, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I think this is a good depth play, and that's it. That's all. It's not much to me. How about you? Not much.
No, it's nothing crazy. It's what we come to expect, come the trade deadline.
I think the next one is the top 3 transfer in the window. Trade in the window. Top 3. Easy top 3. Easy top 3. We got Mark Giordano. He could go team up with TJ Brody and make magic again. They're good on each other. They know how to work it. They know how to be together. They're like a good couple, buddy. And we got and then they throw in Colin Blackwell, a nice depth left winger, like I said we needed before. Remember? I said we needed a left winger. Sure, it wasn't Giroux. Sure, but we got him. Let's see if he turns out good. If he turns out good, because let's face it, he's on Seattle Kraken. Not much confidence going around that team, I'll tell you that.
No.
And what they gave up was 2022 second-round pick, 23 second-round pick, 24 third-round pick. I don't see the problem with that. I could see where people would see the problem because you're like, oh, well, Giordano's 38 years old. But we're talking about now, baby. We need to win this now. I think Gio's that missing puzzle piece, baby. I think, honestly, we needed to sort out the defense, and this guy helps because think about it. We got Riley, Sandin, and now we got Giordano, TJ Brody, and Jake Muzzin. We have a good, solid defense.
Muzzin's still out.
What?
Muzzin is still out. He won't be back to the playoffs if you're lucky.
Yeah, he is going to be back. They put him on the L so we can free up cap space. He's good, man. We got a team now, baby. He ain't muzzing around.
You also said that Tyson Barrie was going to be a savior, and how'd that pan out for you?
I didn't say that. I said Tyson Barrie is a Avs reject.
All right, let me face that. Leaf Nation was out there saying, "Oh, we got Tyson Barrie. We got Tyson Barrie."
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody.
Again, how many series wins did you get with that?
Hey, but look at it though. Kadri for Tyson Barrie and Kerfoot. You know what's crazy? Remember we were talking about Kerfoot? They were actually going to trade Kerfoot for that Raquel guy. And I was like, why would you trade Kerfoot?
I would have done that hands down. Absolutely. That would have been a perfect trade. Absolutely.
I would have done
that was not a good move. That would have been
no. Kerfoot is having a career year. He's the hardest worker on the team. I would not have gave him up. I would have rather gave up somebody like Nylander and get some other guys for him. Good guy. Not that guy.
If we're talking about getting good guys, you got to get rid of some of your trash, like Austin Matthews.
Oh my God, this guy! This guy! Hey, see this? This is your head. You're a knucklehead. No, but I don't know, man. I think this was one of the top 3 trades of the century. No, the window.
No, way too much. Too much.
So why do you think Giordano is not going to be a good fit or nothing?
It's not a matter of okay. Well, does he fit your style of play? Absolutely. But I look at you sacrificed really your future to a degree. I think you gave up too many high picks for a rental player, really.
No, but he's a captain. So we got another leader in the locker room. Yes, sure. He only lasted 6 months as a captain for the Seattle Kraken. But still, he was a captain, yeah. But he's back with TJ Brody, and they could be a good pairing. But my question is with this, we already know that him and TJ Brody can play good together. Wouldn't it be nice to see Riley with a solid defenseman partner? Because he's never had one. So if he had Giordano, maybe they could be a new partnership. I don't know. Just throwing out ideas, Kyle Dubas.
The only thing also with this is Giordano's injury prone. Let's say he goes out there, tomorrow night, tonight, whenever they play next. Like I said to you yesterday, you got the man you wanted. What happens? You give him a good clock, or he goes knee on knee with somebody, and he's out for the rest of the year. Look what you gave up. This guy is a walking injury. I see it.
It's crazy, yeah.
Because you guys have had that history. Who was it you had?
Nick Foligno.
You know, you traded him, and he got hurt like his first week with you guys, and he never played again.
It was like when Doug Gilmour came back before he retired. Remember that?
Right, exactly. All that kind of stuff. You know, it's that's what I see happening here. Unfortunately, with Giordano, is he's just gonna, like we said,
the guy's a legend in some.
No, but you know, you go play Boston. Let's say Zidane, or not Boston. Sorry. Let's say you play the Islanders one night, and Char's out there, and he goes running into Giordano. Come on now.
That's it. But I think this was amazing move by Dubas. I think this was a little piece of magic. I know people are disappointed in Dubas, especially Leafs Nation. They're disappointed because they think that we needed more. But I'm one of the guys that I have faith in a team like Dubas, man. I got faith.
And that's why they're going to be out the first round. You guys are too comfortable.
Yeah. We're not filling seats. I mean, we're filling seats. We're not trying to win, huh?
Actually, you know, that's exactly what – I'll be honest right now, and I'll say it right now. That's exactly – you took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I thought all day is all those Leaf fans and all the players and all the, you know, commentators and journalists and all that, all the Leafs don't do enough. The Leafs don't do this, blah, blah, blah. We didn't do this. We didn't do that. You still show up to the games. You still sit in the stands and cheer for them. You still buy the tickets. You guys are too happy with the way that team is.
Hey, dude.
No.
I
Because
would take that over
no, because the thing with Leaf Nation, I find, and the fan base is we make the playoffs. Who cares?
Oh, dude, there should be a trophy.
Who cares if you made the playoffs? I don't care if you made the playoffs 20 years in a row. Who cares? You didn't win any cups.
That's just coming from a guy that his team didn't make the playoffs last year. Yeah, that's all it's coming from. You know, that's how I feel.
Hey, at least you said my team was less talented. I'll give you less talented, but we got to a cup final. How'd your talented team go?
Hey, dude, we were like this. No, we're like this. We're not gonna make it and just be first place losers. We're gonna make it and win it. That's what we're waiting for. Hey, if you came second, you're just first place loser. Yeah, at least you won something.
Here, let me bring out the participation trophy for Toronto.
So here we go. So Vancouver trades Hamonic for a third round draft pick. Hamonic.
See, that's who you should have got.
No, that guy's awful. Awful.
Travis Harmonic? No, I've liked him. I've always liked Harmonic. I think he didn't want to really ever go out, you know, Toronto way.
I think he's.
I always liked him.
I would have been pissed. I think he's just another Dermott. I think Dermott, Dermott went to Vancouver the other way for a third round pick too. I think if I would have traded Dermott for Hamonic, because it's basically the same trade there, I would have been absolutely furious. Oh, even though Dermott's a bag of meat, but. I mean, hey, at least you can barbecue some meat, you know? That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? Street meat.
Yeah, but Dermott, like Hamonic, I don't know who won that. Probably Vancouver. They needed to get rid of their deadwood and maybe work around their young core, and that's a good one. But with these trades that Vancouver are making, I don't know if it strengthened them to help them make the playoffs at all.
Right.
Be honest with you, because they're fighting what you guys know.
Vancouver, yeah, they're well. We had the win surprisingly last night over Washington, so I think we're 4 points up on Vancouver right now. But yeah, they're not too far behind us. So yeah, they're probably trying to stay pace with us. But you know, that's Vancouver's another team. I'm shocked that really Edmonton and Vancouver. I'm surprised both of them. Neither of them addressed the goaltending.
And then we got LA. They got Troy Stetcher for a 7th round draft pick. It's whatever. That one's whatever to me. Like,
yeah, it's just prospect or 4th liner for a pick.
Yeah, it's probably just even, and then we got up to Travis Dermott, where we just discussed from the Leafs. I think that's brilliant again by Dubas. At least we got one of our picks back for next year. And we got rid of a deadwood and a contract at the same time. That's how I feel.
Well, you remember what happened last time you traded someone who you said was basically dead wood, or how's he doing in Seattle?
Yeah, but we put him on waivers and they claimed his ass.
There we go.
McCann or whatever, yeah. So now we got Nick Paul from the Ottawa Senators for Matthew Joseph, Matteau Joseph actually, and a 4th-round pick. Do you think this is a good pickup for Tampa Bay Lightning?
I view it as a depth move again.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay seems to always like loading up on forwards, and Tampa Bay usually puts up 4 or 5 goals a game. I think they're looking at if you can get us 3 goals as a 4th liner, we'll take the 3 goals.
So who do you think won this trade? I would say Tampa Bay. I think it's good because he's playing with a better bunch of players. He could excel in this team.
I think Tampa Bay, or not Tampa Bay. Sorry, I'm with you. I think Ottawa took this.
Yeah. Damn, Ottawa, eh?
I think Ottawa takes this, and I give it based off the fact of the pick that they'll get.
So we're moving on to the next one. Jeremy Leveson is a defenseman, Nashville Predators. Right. Nashville Predators. We got more moves from them boys. They've been doing it. And the Seattle Kraken get another draft pick. I heard the total draft picks this season they got like something like 15 for 2022. They got a total of 30 draft picks.
Yep.
That's crazy. Like 30-something draft picks I heard they got this window. That's crazy, man.
Right,
so they're just proper rebuild. Yeah. It's like I know
you can't rebuild when this is your first year there.
That's what I mean. They're expansion
after 1 year.
They're an expansion team, but they already have their future like almost set with all the draft picks they got. It's crazy to me.
Only thing is there is no draft class.
Yeah, like we said. Yeah, well, we don't know what happens in 2024 yet. There could be somebody special, but
I'm not holding my breath.
No. So now we move on to the green.
There we go.
The green and gray and black here. So the Dallas Stars get a goaltender, Scott Wedgwood, for a 4th-round pick. Now, this is just this guy's not playing. He's going down. Like, what's going on with this? What's going on? Tell me what's going on.
Oh no, he's going to be playing. He'll be Jake Ottinger's backup. I mean, we've been riding Ottinger ever since Holtby got hurt. Well, think about it. We started the season off with Ben Bishop.
But what happens when Holtby comes back?
Well, think about it, though. That's what I'm saying. Think at the beginning of the year. We went into the season with Jake Ottinger, Ben Bishop, Anton Kubinin, and and Holtby. So we had four starting goalies, really, you could say. Bishop retires like around Christmas time because of his knees, right? He never got back to being healthy. Kubinin had some type of back injury, and now he's out until the summer. He got surgery. So that left us with Holtby and Jake Ottinger. And Holtby goes and tweaks his hip or knee or something. So really, we've been riding Ottinger for the last 2-3 weeks. This is a move that we need to make if we're going to keep pace with the playoffs. This is not back with like when Martin Brodeur.
This guy's essentially a rental player for your team.
Well, yeah, but he's going to spell Ottinger off because, like I said, this isn't like back, 10 years ago when like goalies like Waugh and Price and Brodeur and all them were playing, when's 70 out of 82 games.
Yeah, but when's Holtby supposed to be fit?
They don't know. That's what I mean. Like he could be very well playing at least up with us for 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, so if he comes back, let's say 2-3 weeks, what's happening?
Oh, I think then Wedgwood just gets sent down. Absolutely.
Then so if Holtby makes a miraculous early recovery,
he'll be Wedgwood, he'll be just sent down or no regardless automatically.
So this was more or less a safe one because they didn't want to get a guy with a contract.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Well, but we weren't going to trade for like an Antoine Forsberg or
Mrazek
or God no.
You're like Mrazek.
No. I'd rather have taken the Harry Ceteris from you.
Yeah. You guys should have got him, man. Scott Wedgwood's name sucks. I don't like that guy.
You're basing off the name. I don't like his name. That's a Todd Dumas move right there. I can't say his name right.
Hey, I'm from Brock University, bro. He's a loser, that guy. Yeah. No, but so we go to Coyotes again. Jack McBain for a second-round draft pick. I think this is for Minnesota Wild. I think this was to make room for all the signings that they made.
Yep.
And I think this is a equally good pick for Arizona Coyotes because I think obviously they're trying to rebuild and get new faces in there, obviously. But saying that, they didn't get rid of Kessel. So
No,
it's
but,
yeah.
but like we said, Kessel. The thing with Kessel is who was going to take the $6.8 million cap hit for a guy that old and who isn't producing like he used to.
And I heard Leafs Nation get Kessel back. I'm like, don't you guys realize that we're already paying for Kessel's contract?
Let's pay him twice.
Yeah, it's just like, why would we want this guy back? I'm like, you guys don't remember the time he wasn't the guy for us. Like, and he's past his prime now. So no, I did not want Kessel, even though all Leafs Nation was going crazy, and that's why I still think Dubas is a genius because he didn't get that guy. He didn't buckle just to make a move. He's not going to be like,
hearing you say he's a genius.
He's a genius. Yeah, he didn't get Kessel. He didn't bring Shen back, even though Shen, he's a guy, an ex-Leaf that I wouldn't mind back because at least he hits people. He finishes all his hits. He goes through the body. But, hey, that's a guy they didn't go for. I don't know why.
Well, the only other name I heard, like as far as former Leafs, and I'm really surprised you didn't get him back, was Reimer. Reimer,
yeah.
Sorry, Reimer.
Yeah, Reimer. Damn. Say his name correctly. He deserves your respect.
Respect. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
What respect did you guys have for him when he was there?
Yo, Optimus Rhyme, bro. Optimus Rhyme. I don't want him.
And just like every other goalie in Toronto, as soon as he had one bad game, he's got to get out of here. We got to trade him. We got to find something new.
And then he does good at Sharks. Yeah. Just like Anderson. He's having like a career year at Carolina. You know? Oh, man. Yeah, but you're right. The Leafs Nation's too hard. That's why I don't jump to conclusions. Like right now, everybody's killing Dubas. They think he did shit. He's the worst. Like Leaf fans. Hey, but the Leaf fans, they're supposed to. If you're a fan of it, the word fan means you support your team. You don't just every chance you get hack them down. And
no, absolutely not. For sure. You got to take the good and the bad together. Absolutely,
yeah. But that's the problem with Leaf fans.
But like I said, okay, if we went into this morning and there was literally scraps there, and he made the trade just for the sake of the trade. Yeah, then I could understand people being pissed off and all that, or him not even doing anything if he did anything. But like I said, Fleury was there, Klingberg, Jashurin, there were names out there, and he didn't do anything. He didn't even attempt anything today. I guarantee you.
He has faith in the team. That's all I gotta say.
He has faith, but it's a team that's not going to go anywhere.
So we got another one. What do you think of Mason Appleton?
Back to Winnipeg he goes.
Yeah, back to Winnipeg. Do you think he's going to excel there again, or do you think?
Oh yeah, that's where his best years.
I think all the players on Seattle just didn't like playing there for some reason.
It's not. I don't think it's a market. It's a market that didn't make sense. I really don't understand why a team was ever put in Seattle.
I don't understand why they put it in Seattle before Quebec or anywhere else. It's crazy.
That's a question you got to ask Gary Bettman.
Gary Bettman hates Hamilton. I don't mess around with that. Dude,
we had the Hamilton Predators.
Yeah, but imagine this. If Hamilton had a team, don't you think they'd be sold out every game? They'd have fans in the stands. They'd have a good team. Maybe not a good. Depends who the owners were. If they turn into another Leafs franchise, it could be just another Leafs team where it's just always sold out. But I think that the Hamilton fans, they would have supported that team like crazy. And I think that's where Gary Bettman screwed up. I think he should have I think Canada needs another team.
Well, you say that Hamilton would have been another Toronto type team. So are you saying Hamilton, you should have got used to losing every round, first round?
No. I'm saying that I'm saying that they would have been a successful franchise in the money for Bettman.
Come on now, Louis.
Yeah, dude, you can't deny that the Leafs ain't making money.
And they're not doing anything.
Yeah, but they're still making
That's what
money.
irritates me. They're making money and they're not doing anything.
Let's just say this. They're worried about Buffalo Sabres. I would rather Buffalo Sabres other than Hamilton as a team. I don't maybe because I'm from Hamilton, but I think that people that go to Buffalo Sabres games are the people from Hamilton.
Well, that's what they said. That's what everyone was upset about is because Toronto uses the whole, you'll take our fan base away. If you're
who cares?
If you're in Toronto, like if you live in Toronto, the team that's taking any fans from you is Ottawa. It's not going to be Buffalo you're losing money out on.
Yeah,
like
but that's why
if we're in Hamilton, if Hamilton has a fan base, they're not taking those Ottawa and Toronto fans. They're taking the Buffalo fans.
Dude, we got enough people in our city and surrounding areas to fill the stands without, people from Hamilton can't afford to go to Toronto.
No,
pay $400.
No, we touch base on that. Toronto market is crazy. It's like a $500 night for a hockey game.
Yeah, so that argument that Gary Bettman and all of them were using that we'll take from them, it's like how? You know, you sell them all to corporate, so they're going to be sold out no matter what. It doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense, and I think
it still doesn't make sense.
And I think moving at Seattle Kraken, what?
I don't think Hamilton will ever get a chance ever again after that.
No, I think that was the only chance ever, and I think Gary Bettman blew it big time.
Because like you said, if anyone is going to get it in Canada, it will be most likely be Quebec. Yeah. And they're talking about Halifax as well.
Yeah, out east would be another nice destination. That's what I was going to say, out east.
I mean, we have the Heritage Classic, but unless we're going to turn, Tim Hortons Field into an outdoor rink all year round.
Yeah. So what do you think about so we'll move on to the Winnipeg Jets. So we have a few of them here. Winnipeg Jets, they get a 4th-round draft pick for the center Brian Little and Nathan Smith. So Brian Little, I think that was a contract. Get rid of the contract, no?
Yeah, it was a get rid of it. I mean, he's a good guy. He's a good player. Yeah. He's not a superstar by any means, but remember when Winnipeg first came out, and he was him, Appleton, Scheffel. They were all the producers on that team. Even Patrick Laine.
Yeah, Patrick Laine. I think Patrick Laine is still a stud. I think he just needs to be on a team that makes him happy. I think he's just not.
Oh, he'll never be happy.
I don't think he's into hockey anymore for some reason.
No.
I think he's because he does gaming now, right?
Yeah.
He plays video games now. I think he's a gamer now. And I think he's like, why would I be a professional athlete when I can just sit and play a video game?
Yeah, he just, yes, he had that. Remember, he had that tear just not too long ago. But, I think, again, it was around Christmas time. But he had 16 goals in 17 games. Yeah. And then his trade market heated up. And then nobody really talked to him because he's cooled off again.
Well, it's hilarious because I remember when him and Matthews were against each other because they're the 1 and 2 kind of guy. And it's like everybody's like, oh, Laine kills him. And it's like, oh, how about now? Guys?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Now look at a couple of years later, look at the two different ends of the stick.
Yeah, they're not even on the same level at all. I don't think that guy's even on realistically, he's probably on a Nylander level right now. No,
I put him as a Yakubov.
Yeah, Yakubov has been, eh?
Like you said, remember it would be like you said when they both came into the league, and they had their first couple of matchups, and Matthews would always have maybe 1 point, and he'd have 4 points, and like you said, everyone would be like, oh, he embarrassed Matthews and all this, and now like you said, look how it turns out now.
Yeah, and that's what happens. You know what? That's what's great about Crosby and Ovechkin because it's head to head kind of all the time,
Yeah, exactly. Well, even now, Ovechkin, he's still going to outlead Crosby. About who's got the Stanley Cup rings. Crosby's always going to have that more than Ovechkin.
That's what I mean. Ovechkin will have the individual awards. Crosby has the team awards. Yeah, but that's life.
Crosby carried those teams every year.
Oh, I mean, he had every fucking draft pick in the world.
Oh, here we go.
He's another Nathan McKinnon. Oh, he's Canadian. We gotta protect him by any means. Crosby, you're the best. Oh, I love you, Crosby. Get out of here. Hey, we're gonna put sanctions on your ass. Yeah. No, I'm joking. So we got Marcus Johansson. He's back. He's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Yeah, he's back with the Caps, man. Daniel Sprung, and 4th round from 2022, 2023 6th round. I think this is okay for Washington. I think this is good for Washington.
This was a
and this is absolutely fine with Kraken too.
Yeah, but this was done for a playoff push. That's what it was.
Yeah, playoff push, and they're familiar with the guy.
Yeah,
so it made a lot of sense. And Kraken is trying to build up on their draft picks, which they did handsomely this year.
Well, like you said, they've got 30 picks or so, over the next 2-3 years.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, 35 picks. Who else is going to be drafting? Just them every day?
Yeah, right.
Again.
The round is going to be just Seattle picks.
Yeah. So they're hoping on some good, a good draft class, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that, or even could be stockpiling up for next draft trade deadline or the summer, right?
Yeah, they could actually trade up with all these draft picks too, right?
Yeah,
for number 2 or something. Who knows, right? But I think this is good for both. I think it's if it works out for Washington, if he brings back like good chemistry and all that stuff again, I think it's a good for their playoff push for sure.
Right,
and I think Washington needed something because they've been slacking a little bit, no?
Well, yeah, I mean they're not they're not winning their division or even the conference like they used to. Like they're not top of the line anymore. That's now your Toronto and Tampa Bay and Florida and all that.
Yeah,
but they're still in there the playoffs every year almost. So, like I said, this was depth, and like I agree with you. This was a player they know, and see how he does when he comes back.
Yeah, that's all it is. If he gels back in like he did before it meshes, that's perfect, bud. But let's move on to the big one. The Leafs bottle job. The Leafs threw down the water bottle for this one. Marc-Andre Fleury for a 1st round draft pick. Damn. That's for a guy. Okay, this is what I want to say. For a guy, I wouldn't have been happy with this if I'm a Leaf fan.
What if you had happy as in you're happy? Wouldn't have been happy if you made the trade, or that you didn't make that trade?
I wouldn't be happy if we made the trade. I think Kyle Dubas dodged the bullet on this one, big time.
Absolutely not.
For first round, we already gave up. We don't want another Nick Foligno. He already learned. He had one statement.
That's why they didn't really give up, though. Look at the conditions of it. Look at the condition of that draft. That's technically a 2nd round pick as of right now, provided he plays blah 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 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now,
if he wins if he wins 4 games in the playoffs,
you're right. But that's the thing. Now, let's say Toronto makes that. No. Let me finish.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Let's say Toronto makes that trade on those conditions. You don't have to worry about losing your 1st round pick because you're not winning 4 games in the playoffs.
Oh, damn. He went there. But I'm saying this guy, they win the 1st round and then they lose the next. Right. You're telling me who gives a shit? This guy's done. This guy's done next season. You think Fleury's going to be the same man next year? No.
You could say the same thing about Giordano.
No, man.
You gave up more games, Giordano.
His pads are heavy. His legs are feeling it.
No. How do you give up what you gave up for Giordano, a defenseman, when you really needed more a goalie?
We gave away a buzzard.
You gave away a buzzard, but you gave away 2 high draft picks that you could have. You only had to give one of those.
They were not high. Let's go back down. They were not high. We got Blackwell too, buddy. We got a nice left wing depth player.
Who? Come on,
Who? Damn, but I don't know. I'm glad we didn't go for this and throw the kids.
This was like you said. This is Dumas
dropping
the bottle.
Yeah, you think Dubas
this
dupes
is
us,
bad.
Right?
I don't support Toronto's outrages and complaining, but this for what Minnesota gave up Toronto could have easily had him.
I mean, I back him for this. I think he knew that something was up on this one.
You know, I really hope that.
So
Here
we go. I'm gonna scroll back down, baby boy. So we get this guy, and they're like, "Oh, what happened? We got Campbell and the other goalie, you know." And then right after that, they get Jacob Middleton, which is a nice, solid D man,
right,
for their goalie. So this is what everybody thought, because the Sharks got Campbell that Reimer, their starting goalie, was going back to Toronto,
right.
and which would have made sense. What do you think?
I mean, it made sense to think that, hey, okay, you know, they trade, like you said, Capo Kakinen to San Jose. So what does that mean for, you know, Optimus Rhyme, as you say?
Yeah, you know it, buddy.
You know, his career actually is picked up. Like, I find his career is better being in San Jose than in Toronto. So,
well, I think that just shows you that he can't play in a big market hockey town.
Well, San Jose's got a relatively big market. You know, they were, you know, for the longest time a threat in the playoffs.
You play hockey on a beach, bro? That ain't no market for hockey. Get out of here.
No,
that's a plastic market.
It's another team that's seen the Stanley Cup's final more recently than Toronto.
Yeah, that's another team that's busted every year with a stacked team. Every single
Toronto.
Year. Yeah, that's what I mean. They had stacked teams. These guys, 2-2. You name the players: Marlowe, Thornton in their prime. You know, damn.
And then Toronto came along and started ravaging through them.
No, they're like, hey, we're Toronto Maple Leafs, so you guys have a big name. Come retire at our club so we can sell some jerseys.
There you go, right? We want to sell that Thornton jersey.
Yeah, it's crazy. But Alex Biega, defense from Toronto, for future considerations. Now, future considerations means that you're getting F all, basically.
It could be a draft pick. It could be a cash. It could be prospect. It could be anything. It could be, like you said, they may just say, I don't want anything from you.
Yeah, it's minimal. Very minimal. So now we got Rangers. This one's actually a big one. I think that one, who cares? That's just whatever one. That Leaf one.
The Leaf with prospect, future,
Yeah. That's
until you know what until Toronto knows what, you know, you kind of get back,
Yeah, oh my God. Leafs just got Wayne Gretzky. No, I'm joking. But,
you're right.
No, Justin Braun, defense from Philly for third-round draft pick. I think this one's a good pick for Rangers. I think Rangers.
Yeah, and again, that's a name that was linked to Toronto. And Toronto, think about it. You could have, had you made that Giordano trade, you could have had a defenseman and Marc-Andre Fleury.
We could have Tyler Mote from Vancouver for a third round.
But that's what I'm saying. There were for the draft picks that it took to get the bigger names.
Well, let's just say
Toronto didn't get in on that, and I don't understand that.
Well, I understand what was going on because he put Mrazek on waivers, hoping he'd get picked up, and they already had deals in place, but nobody picked up Mrazek, so they made all this space.
It's Mrazek. Who's going to jump for that? It's not like you put Jack Campbell on waivers.
Yeah, like Jack Campbell would have been gone. Yeah,
there you go.
We put Mrazek. Yeah. I think Justin Braun's great for the Rangers. I think he's probably gonna pair up with that Schneider. So he's probably gonna be. I think he's gonna be pretty good there. I think that's gonna be a good one for him.
Absolutely, it's a good. You know, he was, like I said, Justin Braun was a big name, and I'm surprised Toronto didn't get him.
And I'm with you there. I think maybe there's a cap issue or something. I don't know.
I just think overall for the Leafs today, it's been a bust for them.
Dubas was so upset. I heard he was so upset that he even made a statement after about the Chicago Blackhawks guy. That's why he was because he made it public that the Leafs rejected the trade for Marc-Andre and Hagel. So I don't know, but here we go. Frederick Allard for Braden Burke.
It is what it is. I got nothing. It's depth for depth, prospect for prospect kind of deal, nothing crazy.
So Brett Kulak, defenseman.
Yep.
For William Leveson, and second round draft pick and the 7th round draft pick. A lot of people are like, oh, this is going to help them significantly. I think this guy's a bottom 6 D man. I mean, a bottom pair and D man. I don't think he's a top 4 on any. I think he's a bottom pair. No, I think he's a smart defenseman, and I guess he's like this guy. The next guy, Zach Senyshyn. I think they're the same kind of guy. With the Kulak deal, you know who that reminds me of? Do you remember last year with Edmonton? Do you remember the young defenseman Ethan Bear or whatever? How everyone ripped on him. That's who Kulak reminds me of. Like doing a deal like this, I'm like you had a bottom. I'm with you on it being a bottom 6 play. Tier player, absolutely. Montreal definitely. We know Montreal is going to be rebuilding, so they get the better of this. And like I said, Edmonton. The one thing Edmonton needed is most definitely going into this trade deadline was getting a goalie. Goalie and defenseman, and they busted. I think they're
they got the defenseman, obviously, but you didn't get
Did they though? They didn't need a top 4 guy. To me,
right? But that's what I'm saying. You still addressed it to a degree, but
dude, I think Toronto and Edmonton are the exact same team. Except for Toronto does better during regular season. That's it.
Right.
I think they're a one-line pony, and the rest of the team is just whatever. It's bananas and bozos. That's what I think. I think there's no difference between Draisaitl and McDavid and Matthews and freaking what's his name? Marner. Marner and Matthews is Draisaitl and McDavid, and the rest of the team
is McDavid is better.
Oh yeah,
you say stats don't lie. We saw that yesterday.
I say number 1 goals matter. Yeah, what wins hockey games? You're not like, oh my god, that guy got 6 assists that game. What a win! You say, oh my god, he scored. They scored. You don't say, what an assist. Nobody says that. Nobody.
Maybe I'm that guy.
You're like, nobody's like, oh my god, look at the assists this game. The assists were great. Yeah. Hey, there's a reason why there's 1 goal for 2 assists. Because 2 assists equals 1 goal. That's a fact.
Oh my god.
That's a fact. That's why the best goal scorer is the best player. Not the points. A defenseman can get points.
But you're basing the Calder on points. You're not. You're.
Hey, no, I'm not. I said if Bunting gets the most goals and the most points,
right?
That's easy. Yeah, that's easy. There's no denying because a lot of people will be like, "Well, he only got the most goals, like you. He only got the most goals."
Yeah, exactly. Goals.
Oh, dude, this is you.
I'm about points and being a team player assists.
This is you. That's a knucklehead.
Oh let's be honest. It's because he's a Leaf. It's because Bunton's a Leaf.
Okay, let's get out of the way. Okay. Okay, we'll go to now. Hey, the Leafs are the best, man. We already know that. Best franchise in history. So we'll go. We touched up on it. We got Zach Senyshyn and a 2022 5th-round pick for Josh Brown. Actually, Josh Brown. Do you think that this makes sense for Boston? I think this is a bad trade for Boston. I think Josh Brown is. I just don't. Maybe it could be, but I think.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I really didn't. I don't really understand it. I don't think Toronto. Jesus, but Boston.
You're like everything bad in my head is Toronto.
Yeah, everything bad. It's negative has got to be Toronto.
Yeah, it's like Boston must have listened to Dubas on this.
Dubas is like, come on, take him. Do it. It's a great move. I'd do it.
I would do it. Oh, I'm so jealous of you. You got Josh Brown.
Yeah. I mean, I look at it and I don't really get it. I don't see how this makes Boston any better.
Yeah, see? The difference between Brett Kulak and Senyshyn, I think Senyshyn still has a lot of potential in his game.
Yeah.
And because he's working with the Ottawa Senators, which is a lot of people actually say that they could be a contender within a couple of
Ottawa,
years.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ottawa's a team to watch out for in the next couple of years.
And that's what I mean. Like they got Zenishin, so I think he could actually flourish under these guys. I think this is a good move.
Yeah. I think that a lot of the teams that have been struggling the last couple of years, like the Senators, Red Wings, even through Montreal, because they're loading up on draft picks and young players too now. I think these bottom tier teams, they're going to be coming up fast more than teams or people think.
So the next one is an Avalanche one, and I think Avalanche got an absolute steal. Even though it sucks, because I think Arturi Lehkonen, even though he's been playing maybe not the best, but he's a future prospect for sure.
You really think this is a steal for Colorado?
Yeah, I think so.
Come on, I see the smirk there.
I think so. I think Justin Barron.
I see this as a complete bust for Colorado. I think this is we had to do something because we missed out on Claude Giroux.
You think this weakened them?
I think in Colorado, like we said, Colorado somehow is still at the top for odds to win the Stanley Cup. And
so saying that, would you do you think giving up the second round draft pick of 2024 was a little too much?
To land him?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm Montreal, I'm running away with that. Absolutely. I'm not going to question that one bit.
Yeah, I think the Avalanche stole him. I think this was a Leaf target, and he's a prospect. He's young, and he played on a crap team like Montreal, and now he could flourish under the leadership of McKinnon. What was it, Landeskog? All these guys,
Right, but at least in Montreal, he had the chance to be a top line. I see this guy getting buried away on that in Colorado now because, like you said, Landeskog, McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen. Name up forward in Colorado. He's stuck there. Like I said, I think this was just to make noise for Colorado because you didn't get. They
even got Sturm. Right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like we touched on it yesterday. Tyson Josh gets traded. They make the space in the cap room to bring on Giroux. Giroux goes to Florida. Colorado goes. We didn't get our forward. We don't know what we're doing. Let's just grab somebody for the hell of it. And, our team is out there. Let's get him so, our fan base isn't angry that we didn't do anything. Because this is the only trade they made all day.
Yeah, so you're saying that.
I think it's a bad move. And,
you're in agreement with me. If Dubas would have did this, it would have been a bad move. So it's a smart move he didn't do this.
Yeah, honestly, because it's a move that I think is just made to make noise, and if they, the bookies and everyone are saying this is a move that helps them keep as the odds on to win the cup, shame on them because like I said yesterday, Colorado is not winning the cup this year, and this is just a waste of a move. It's bad. It's bad.
You think Colorado could see a first round exit again?
Absolutely. I'm going to laugh because this is a team. This team I hate with the passion, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so we'll move on to the St. Louis Blues. I think Nick Leddy was another bigger name defenseman.
Yep. Surprised he's still kicking around.
Yeah, and he went to St. Louis, and St. Louis is one of those sneaker teams, that could pop up and do some damage. They're like how you explained Dallas. That's how these guys are.
Yeah, that's what I say. I agree with you on that. St. Louis is hit or miss. They can either be a team that sneaks into the playoffs and absolutely plays playoff hockey and lights out, or they could get in there as like a third or fourth seed, be overconfident, and get out in the first round.
See, I ain't mad at Detroit Red Wings either. I think they're kind of in this rebuild and they're trying to build a team around a good core.
Some young players.
They clearly have the people in the office to make the picks because they picked Lucas Raymond, Cider. How many people thought Lucas Raymond would be up for a Calder? Nobody. Right. And now look at him. That's what I'm saying. So I think they get a second round draft pick next year. I think they did okay.
I mean, for this trade, I think it's a win-win for both teams.
But they got to sign those young players soon too, right? So they need some space too. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like that's why you get rid of like the Nicolettis, so you have the money now, right?
Yeah, I think it's a good one. So next, Cagliano, Andrew Cagliano, another left wing. So they got this is a Claude Giroux replacement.
Right.
Yeah. So for a 5th round draft pick to the Sharks, this one absolutely makes no sense to me. I think this is
more than the Arturi move.
Yeah, I think this one's an absolute fail. I think this one is awful. They didn't need this guy. Will this guy even unless this guy comes back and does something magical and has a
come on now, it's Cagliano.
Yeah, and it's like this. This guy, will he even make the team half the time? Who knows? I don't know.
He'll be scratch half the time.
Yeah. I think this is an awful move. I think this is a loss. This is one of the worst. Even though it's a 5th round pick, they're not giving up much. I don't know. I think they could have just did without that trade at all. Like, period.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this was like very much just like the Arturi trade. It was just meant to make noise because they missed out on Giroux. So this was not a trade as far as the Cagliano move goes. It's not something they absolutely 100% had to do.
Yeah, this is a difference between soccer and
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's a 4th line addition. It's not a move that needs to be done. You have more than enough prospects and depth that you could have got somebody from the AHL.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. It's like difference between hockey and soccer is, you know how we said if you have $300 million, instead of blowing it all on one good player, you get a few players. But this is like you don't get Arturo Lehkonen and this guy. Because you can get that good guy. You can trade for the good guy. So it's not going to be like soccer. If you get 2 players that cost $300 million, there goes all your money. You know what I mean? This one, if they needed a left winger, that they should have got for a better one. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
For the best possible. And I don't think this was the best possible for them. I don't know. It's crazy.
No, it shows Colorado has no idea on what they're doing, and this is why they don't win cups.
Worst pick of the window.
Absolutely.
One. Yeah, and the next one is Washington Capitals again. I think this is a decent move because I think they're trying to fight for the playoff spot, like we recently mentioned.
Well, they got it kind of locked up. Washington's in there. I think the East is pretty much locked up for their 8 teams.
Yeah, and they want to hold that spot, right? So it's like I think Washington. I think this is a good depth move. I think this is a good one. 3rd round draft pick. If Vetchkin gets a second cup, Putin will be proud. I'm joking. Got to throw the digs in, eh? But I think this is a good move. 3rd round draft pick and Coyotes again. They're in the same. They need draft picks kind of deal, so it's good.
I mean that's what Washington usually does around. It's like Tampa Bay is very much like Washington and Boston. Like all these teams made a lot of moves today, and it was for depth. It wasn't necessarily to be a stud move or a 1st or 2nd line move. It was depth because injury, suspensions, whatever. At least they've got somebody there. They don't have to rely on an AHL player and hope to God he produces, right?
And Arizona retains 50% of Larson's salary.
Yeah, exactly.
So next one is Zach Sanford for a 5th round draft pick. Is Winnipeg's not going to make playoffs or nothing? This is just.
I mean, they're technically still in it, but they're about 5 or 6 points out of it right now.
Yeah, so
it can happen, but they need to help. Like they need Vegas and Dallas and Edmonton and Vancouver to kind of all fall flat.
Yeah, and then we got the next one, Hammond, the Hammer, eh? Hammond the Hamster. We got for Nate Schnarr. To me, it's like, I don't care about this one either. What do you think? What's your thoughts on this one? This one,
I mean, it is what it is. It's not.
I don't think it's significant for both teams.
No, it's not. It's kind of like you said. It's either done just to kind of clear up salary cap. It's like we said on a few of these kinds of trades yesterday. It's somebody makes $500,000 less, or a fourth less. Just cap space moves.
Yeah, and the next 2 are depth contracts. I mean, depth players for New York Rangers. Tyler Mote and Merkley. I think these are depth players, and I think New York Rangers actually did pretty good on it. A lot of people think that Moat is viewed upon as bad because he played in Vancouver, and he's actually really good, and he has lots of everybody thinks he's good still. Like he's a solid, forward runner.
That's what I was going to say to you. Out of the two moves, the one I prefer more is the Tyler Moat. Yeah, I agree with you. You know, he's a good guy, producing and everything like that.
And if people want to call him a fourth liner, I think he's one of the best fourth liners.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
you can't say that that's not something you could have used in Toronto. Like it's
exactly that's the one that I was thinking. If we're gonna trade Dermott, like they only gave up a fourth round draft pick for in 2023. The New York Rangers did. The Leafs they gave up Dermott, and they only got a third round draft pick. You're telling me they couldn't have made an even trade for these two?
No, exactly.
One off, and to say that's the only one that bothered me. Like, and then they could have threw in a draft pick to get Luke Shen or somebody, maybe, you know, and that I would have been okay with that. And I would have been like, okay, it's not so bad. I still think the window is good because I'm glad they didn't give up anybody for some buckets. Yeah, imagine they gave up somebody for buckets. Like I don't want a desperate trade like Avalanche made.
No, exactly.
And that's where I'm with Dubas on that. It's like sometimes it's better not to make a desperate trade than to make a trade just to please the fans.
Well, that's what I mean. Like that's what we're going with. Like that's exactly what sums up Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado should bet on Cagliano one for sure. So we got the late. This was actually
this one. This is probably one of the best trades. Very, very late. Like this came out like 5-6 o'clock. Like the deadline had already passed.
It already passed. Yeah. So
I like it.
This is a guy that could have went to Toronto. Could have went to what's the other team? Lightning. Could have went anywhere.
He could have gone anywhere that somebody needed forward. You know, I would have loved to seen.
This was a guy Kerfoot for him. They were going to trade.
I would have loved to see Dallas spend on him. I mean, it's probably we have too many high-ticketed, high-priced players, but no, definitely I would have took him in a heartbeat.
And I always they didn't give up much for him either.
No, I mean, with Zach Ashton Reese, that's probably the biggest name out of this.
Yeah.
And I'd probably bet you Pittsburgh really didn't want to part with him. But he's going to be the youth that's going to help them come the playoffs, I think. I think he may take a while to get used to playing with, Malkin, Crosby, all that. But I think come playoffs, look out. I think this guy's going to be a major point getter in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's a really good trade for the Penguins. That's another one where it's like the Leafs, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, Dubas. You duped us. No. But the next one is Philly picking up a draft pick for Derek Brassard. This is Edmonton. Like, what are we doing? That's like, it's like, dude, what are you doing? I get it. They're only a one-line team, so they need some depth in forward and center and all that. But it's like, your goaltending is awful. Your defense is awful.
I think the thing with the goaltending was Mike Smith is Mike Smith, right? And the same with who's the other goalie?
I don't know. I think they're all dumb jocks. Oh, yeah.
But definitely goaltending was a huge thing for them. And
so Mike Fink says Sakic said they were not in for Giroud or top 6 forward. Oh, dude, I remember you were rattling your beak off about that trade, though.
Yeah, he was.
Sturm for Just simply because of the size.
No, it wasn't for just size. It was to get space for Giroud. Let's be honest. Don't hide in the fact.
Yeah, Just had an actual bigger contract, and Marco Sturm, or not Marco Sturm, what's his name? Sturm. He had whatever his first name is. He had a smaller contract, and he was kind of the same kind of player. Yeah, man, that's true.
No, this was made for, be honest with yourself, Mike. You were in on Giroud, and everyone had even had Colorado pegged as it.
Can't afford a G. Landeskog. So hold on, let's see. Landeskog, not LITR. You idiot, dude. No, dude, you were at the beginning. You were like, "Oh, we're getting Giroud 100%," and they made all the moves to get Giroud, but it just didn't work out. He picked Florida. He wanted to go to Florida. He was on the radar. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
for sure.
Every sports outlet had him on the peg to go to Colorado, but it is what it is, you know. And you want to live in fantasy, like live in fantasy land.
Oh, so this is another one, another one that the Leafs were going off about a month ago. Max Domi to live in his father's name. He's gonna be the savior. You know. Remember, I was like, "Oh yeah, get him back." You know, he's a feisty guy. That's what we need. And then Dubas duped us, and he ended up going to a Carolina, a team that we could face in the playoffs. Another conference rival. It's like, dude, you know, all the teams in the East got way stronger, and they got Inamoto too. So it's like, man,
I mean, I'll run with this one for a minute.
I'm pissed because he's a Leaf, because at least could have got him.
Well, I'll back it up for one thing. I'll just say, as far as the other trade goes, which was like we were just talking about the Bouchard trade, I get where you're coming from on that. I like it because you know what? Yes, it would. You know, Edmonton needed the goaltending, but you know what? They also Bouchard's a big boy. What was the last big guy they had in, you know, like almost enforcer style in Edmonton? Larocque?
Oh, you're going back for the
that's how far back I go. Is that it's been since Edmonton's had somebody to kind of, like we were said, you know, in Toronto doesn't have that body. Edmonton doesn't have that body either to protect that. You know,
Edmonton is an absolutely two-player team.
But that's what I'm saying. If anyone goes after McDavid or Draisaitl, who's protecting? No one has. Just like no one's protecting McDavid's or Marner, really. So that's what I'm saying. I think that's where Edmonton sees they need the muscle. So I don't like it 100%, but I think that's what that move is.
I think you're kind of right there, but it's only a failure because they didn't address their goalies.
No, absolutely. I'll agree with you on that. Edmonton's biggest need was the goalie. Absolutely, I agree there.
Well, some people say Toronto needed to address the goalie. I think Campbell was injured. That's all.
Well, I mean, according to you know, from what we saw yesterday, they did address the goaltending. They got Harry frigging Ceteris.
Hey, Ceteris, the savior. But Max Domi,
go ahead. I'll let you run with this for a minute.
I think Max Domi is the jerks, man. He's a jerk. He plays for the jerks. It's a fit. It's a fit. I think he's gonna do well on the team. What do you think?
I don't like it because the thing with the Max Domi is he's had so many opportunities to kind of step up his game or produce, and he just doesn't. He's not. You know, he had the opportunity to do it in Arizona. He had the opportunity to do it, you know, with Columbus. Now he's going to Carolina to try and do it. How many more chances does he need?
This guy says he's clicking the link and he wants to come at us. He says Colorado did the best. There's no way they improved.
We're going by ESPN. Think about
that. But I think easily the Panthers, the Rangers, that's just two. The Lightning, these teams all did way better.
Oh yeah, there's lots of teams that did a lot better.
Yeah, Washington, even the Flames. The Flames are one of the favorites. Like, look at Vladislav Nemestinka. Nemestikov.
There we go.
Nemestinkov.
Oh my God!
Jesus.
Just call him Vladimir.
I'm Ukrainian. I don't know this Russian crap. No, I'm joking. But what do you think? Since you're a Dallas fan, I'll let you take the reins here.
I love this trade. Like I said to you yesterday, you asked me what I would want to see, and I'm pretty sure I told you. I said, Ford was something we needed. I would have liked to see a second or third line addressed. It's like I said, Jamie Benn and Seguin are not the same players, but I think, you throw them on the third line or even second line, here and there every night. I think this is going to pan out for Dallas. It's
I think
low. I think it's low risk, high reward because look at what we gave up. A fourth round pick.
I think this guy went to the green team because he's just another pickle trying to get in the pickle jar. That's it.
It's definitely a depth move for us, but he's a guy I can see us getting 20 points maybe if we're lucky. But I like it. I've always liked him.
Yeah, Fink says he has his young guns for you, Davis. Nemestikov. Knights, Leafs, and Wild too. Oh no, Wild. What do you mean? Wild did good, man. Wild did good.
No, that's what he means. The Wild are one of the most improved. Leafs didn't do anything to improve, and neither did Vegas. What are you talking about? Vegas got improved. Vegas didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think the Leafs stayed put, and they didn't need to improve because they're the best team in the league.
Oh my God. Sound like Fink in Colorado.
Yeah, hey, Fink. I know how you feel with Colorado, baby. We're the best. We're the best. But let's get some hype noise for Fink, man. Fink and his Colorado Avalanche. Woo, 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 woo. But we got Ryan Carpenter, bud, going to the Calgary Flames, pal, for a 5th-round draft pick. I think that's a good depth move.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a depth move.
And I think, look at Calgary trade McNiven, like a no-name goaltender for future considerations. Boom. Perfect. I think Calgary, out of all the Canadian teams, Calgary has to be the favorite one to win the Stanley Cup. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you're right. I'd put them before Toronto, and the only thing with Calgary is, I think they're overachievers.
Yeah, I think, I guess. I think all of them are just having a good season, too.
I think they come on too strong, too fast, and then come playoffs times, they've kind of burned themselves out.
And Riley Nash, he's back.
Riley Nash.
Yeah, he's back, and that's a guy, a familiar face, and that's why I think Tampa Bay was one of the teams that did better in the window, for sure. And McNiven, yeah, we already touched on that one. And so then we got some lates, eh? So we got
lates. You gotta love these lates.
Yeah, we got and this is why I think the Rangers did well, because this is another guy that would have helped the Leafs out so much. Andrew Copp, that's a guy that the Leafs should have threw everything at. And they passed up on him, and now he goes to New York Rangers, and now New York Rangers is looking a better team than Toronto.
Absolutely.
Yep. And it's like, damn. And that bothers me, And then you got Winnipeg, and they got all the second-round picks. So, obviously, Winnipeg's in the rebuild phase.
Yeah, I think by making this move here, they're kind of calling it a year.
Yeah, I think they're. Yeah,
I think they realize that it's we're in our last almost 20 games of the season now. I think they're looking at it as we lose 2-3 more games and we're out of this. So you might as well get what you can.
Fink says Leafs are a joke. You'll see. Well, dude, I think Colorado is a bunch of overachievers too. I think they're regular season bandits, just like the Leafs.
Yeah,
I think we're in the same boat. I think we killed the regular season and everybody lets us. And then once the playoffs come, we're like, oh, well, everybody's hitting and stuff, and the refs ain't calling anything.
Well, no, exactly.
I don't know.
As good as McKinnon is, why is it McKinnon disappears come the playoffs?
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to say this. I want to say I don't know how he thinks the Leafs are any different than the Avalanche right now. I think they both were underachievers in the playoffs. Same with the Oilers fans. If you're going to say the Leafs are underachievers,
think about it. Think about the three teams you just said: Colorado, Edmonton, Toronto. Matthews, McKinnon, McDavid, and they all are all underachievers come playoff times.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. It's like those teams, like, I don't know, man. For me, I think Colorado has the best top 6 forwards out of those two teams for sure.
No, and no one's disagreeing that is as much as we harp on Colorado. You know what?
No,
Give
they have a good
Colorado
team.
its due. They've drafted extremely well. They've got Makar,
Dude,
Byram, you have McKinnon, Radhanen, and everything. But you know what?
They did with Kadri. They turned him into a.
That's what I mean. You know, they know what they're doing to a degree, but they can't put it together come playoffs. Just like Toronto, you got your Marner, you got your Matthews, you got, to a degree, Nylander and Campbell and everything, but you can't put it together. Edmonton with Leon and McDavid.
Yeah, like
why is it these teams are able to put up, 80, 90, 100 points stat-wise with their players, but come playoffs, you're lucky if you get 5 points from them.
Yeah, so the last two here, Melnichuk, a goalie.
Yep.
For Anton.
Well, that was to be expected, kind of with I think what is our James is still out, right? Optimus Rhyme is still out for a bit. So they got Capo, but I think they need still some more depth.
Yeah, and Dandanov, Evgeny Dandanov.
That was the last one for the night. Yeah, and I was shocked that he got moved.
So Ryan Kessler, that's crazy. Ryan
yeah,
Kessler,
for his his contract, right? Yeah, Ryan, they're paying out for his contract.
That was the biggest move in the last 9 seconds.
I mean, the only one we really also didn't touch on was that Victor Rash one, which is
Victor Rash. Yeah, Victor Rash to Kraken for future considerations.
Which we said can be anything. It could be a prospect or draft pick. I like Rask. He's kind of a grinder idea. I've liked him.
It's weird because seeing Rask beside Kraken kind of fits for some reason. I don't know. The name just fits.
Is it because R and then S?
Yeah, it's just like, damn, I like it, But Evgeny Dandanov, that's another one. That was a big one. That was a big trade actually. This one, eh? John Moore and Ryan Kessler. Damn.
Yeah.
Who do you think won this one?
The only thing with Moore is he keeps getting traded around. Like he just got traded.
Like trying to make some money, eh?
There you go. He just got traded. Now he's on the move again. So obviously teams don't think too highly of him.
At least
I think this was just done to make a last night or last deal of the day splash kind of signing.
Yeah, I think the Leafs have 1 or 2 defensemen. I think the other guys are all expandable. I think Riley's okay. I think he just needs a hard-nosed defenseman to be with him, not because he's a point getter. Clearly, he's a puck-moving defenseman.
Right.
And Kale, who's on Colorado that makes the defense so much better than everybody else?
Well, I mean, look at Byram. Byram's hurt, right? They have no idea how long he's going to be out for. I mean,
yeah, we sent the link, buddy. You didn't come on.
Think about it. Before Makar, who was Edmonton or who was Calgary or fucking I can't even think of who the team now. Colorado's best defensive player, Foot.
Yeah, or that Ray Bork. No. Kale, Sammy G, Devin Taze. Oh, Devin Taze is actually one of the more. But see, I want to say this about Devin Taze. So he plays on Colorado, so that's why his plus minus is so high.
Well, yeah, that's what I say. Anyone who plays, it can be the same for Toronto. You play on Toronto, Colorado, and of course your plus rating is going to be through the roof.
Yeah,
doesn't mean you're a good player.
I'm smoking a joint. I'm smoking a joint.
Well, he's definitely smoking something a bit.
Leading league. What the fuck you mean? And what? Plus minus, right? Yeah.
Who cares? When was the last time a plus minus got you anything?
Yeah, Devin Taze is okay for a rookie, or not a rookie. I mean, underrated guy. I'd say he's underrated. But Cale Makar and Devin Taze, that doesn't mean that you have a better defense core than everybody else. No.
Dallas has a better defense core than Colorado. I'll put it out there right now. I'll take Klingberg and Heiskanen over Makar.
Damn, he went there. Fink. He went there. Me? Hey, Fink, I'll take this. your 3 top guys over Toronto's 3 top guys, I'll take your 3 top guys. That's how I feel. Toronto, you're right. Toronto. Hey, Riley is the only one. Like, if you took out, I'd take Cale Makar, Riley, Gio, and Devin Tays. I'll take them. I wouldn't take Simji, but
No, Sam Girardi.
yeah. Byram.
Sam Girardi is what he is. Byram's hurt. No one cares about Byram.
Yeah, but Manson's actually just the guy that was a bust, kind of. No, like, he hasn't been doing so good. So he's kind of like, you got to hope that he does good. You got to hope that he does good stuff. And there's only so much time. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Who do you think's the winners here? Who do you think's winners? Who do you think's losers?
Overall, I've got to say, overall, as far as winners, there's 2 winners today. Actually, no, I'll give you 3 and 3. I think today, for winner wise, are we talking just for today? Or are we talking trade deadline general, like the last, let's say, 3 days?
Trade deadline, yeah.
Trade deadline day today. Definitely the Rangers. Rangers are up there. Rangers good. Seattle gets up there, I think, based off of what they stockpiled for the future. And
I think Wild did damage.
I think, Wild addressed the biggest. They got the big name that they needed and addressed what they needed, which was the goaltending to make some noise in the playoffs. I'll give you that. So Rangers, Seattle, Wild are my 3 winners. Who are your 3 winners?
I'll go Panthers, Wild, Rangers. Then I'll go Washington, and then I'll go. I think Seattle's good for the rebuilding, and then I'll go Colorado, and then the bottom for me has to be, and I'll go the Leafs after that. The Leafs are up there too. The Leafs are one of the best.
I mean, as far as
I forgot about the. Hold on. Let me rephrase.
Oh my God, you named like 8 teams. You can't pick 8 teams.
Here we go. I'll say the Leafs because I have belief in them. The first team, they did the best. They didn't trade anybody. They didn't give away anybody. They're taking it easy. They're putting all their big names on the LTIR, and they're doing it. They're doing it this year. Then I'll go Wild, and then I'll go Rangers. And Florida. Then I'll go Wild. Florida Wild after the Leafs. And then the worst teams, Edmonton. I think Edmonton were piss poor. And damn, I just think Edmonton did bad. Yeah. I think all the other teams did average after that.
You know, I'm listening to you. I'm going to give you a quick I'm going to mix it up a little bit more. I actually thought about it. You know what? I am agree with you with being I'll be a hometown hoser. I got to say Dallas is a winner. Yeah. Because you know what? Klingberg was a big name that people thought would get moved. I'm happy keeping Klingberg.
And Radulov,
I would have liked to have seen gone. I wouldn't have been upset to see him move, but Klingberg was huge because, like we said yesterday, with Heiskanen having mono right now, I don't think we could have moved him, and it would have been our season down the drain if we moved him, I think, regardless what the return was. Yeah. So I think Dallas wins, the Rangers win, and I'm going to go with Seattle for the stockpiling for the future. For losing, I got to go the Canadian teams. I got to say Toronto. Toronto didn't do anything. Toronto didn't do anything to impress me to improve themselves. You got Giordano, but like I touched base on, I think you gave up too much for him.
I don't think we gave up anything unless he breaks his leg the first game.
I'm sure you guys thought that too when you got Raycroft over Rask. I'm like, I'm sure.
Not me, man. Dude, I was the one that said Rask was way better than Justin Pogge. I thought Justin Pogge was a buster. And you're a big Pogge fan. I love Pogge.
Pogge was great.
Pogge played on Team Canada, and Rask played on Finland. And Rask was making 40 saves, 50 saves a game, and Justin Pogge's just sitting there drinking water.
Raj didn't go anywhere, Mike.
Rad's gone? He's smoking mushrooms again. Radulov didn't go anywhere.
He's still on the Stars.
Yeah, he's still.
And then, so Toronto didn't do anything. I see that as a loss for them. Edmonton, I'm with you 100% on there. Edmonton needed to address the goaltending. It's going to be what kills them from making the playoffs. If they do make the playoffs, it's going to be what gives them a first-round exit.
Yeah,
and they just don't have goaltending.
And what do you think about Montreal and Vancouver? I think Montreal did better. They did all right. I think those teams did.
Both of those two teams, I think, did all right. Not enough to consider them losers or anything. But I honestly think the biggest loser of this whole deadline, I'm going to say 100%, Colorado. Biggest loser.
Damn, Colorado. Damn.
So to be the team that they say they are, to be the biggest, spender and talented team and do nothing. They did nothing, and it's pathetic, I think. Colorado.
Oh, damn. Oh, we got a guy here. We got a guy, maybe. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Oh, there is.
Hey, what do you just heard that? What do you think of that? Oh, we can't hear him, eh?
He ran away.
No, we can't hear. Oh, here, I got it here. You have the mic muted. You have the mic muted. Oh, it's not connected, eh? Yeah, you have to. It says, you have to unmute it. Click this.
Yeah, it wasn't plugged in.
Yeah, there you go. So what do you? Hey, I know you just heard that.
Hell yeah.
What the hell do you think about Big Money D here?
No. I don't know. Yeah, we were looking for guys with size. Clearly, like we got rid of Jost. Jost is a fan favorite. He did, nobody wanted to see him go, but his size wasn't playing a role in a fourth.
You don't think it had anything
line.
to do with his contract, that guy, and to make room for Giroux?
Yeah, of course I would have liked Giroux, but
no. I said you don't think it had anything to do with taking a smaller contract to make room for Giroux?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like
there was only 1.3 mil that saved us, or 1.6 or something. But
yeah,
we would have had to put Landeskog on the LTIR, and they never have.
What do you think about Davis saying that Colorado did the worst in the transfer window here, or the trade deadline day?
Well, if you're talking big names, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like nothing. That's what I mean by it. There was no big name made by him. I'm not saying.
If you're talking from a depth perspective, we fucking won, man.
Yeah, but you can say that about a few teams. You can say that about Toronto. You can say Toronto made the move.
That's why I said they won.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But Colorado, for the team that they are, you needed to make the big name. Like you needed to get the Claude Giroux.
For what? No. Why? Our top six is fine. We needed depth on our fucking third and fourth line.
Yeah, winners and losers mean what made your team better or worse.
And that's why I say the Avs are a winner, man. We made our fucking bottom two lines way better than they were. Adding that Nico Sturm and Lykinen, that's
why I say Toronto's a winner. We got a defenseman in Giordano, and that's
you got a defenseman who's going to be lucky to make it through the first week.
Oh my god, dude! He was just a captain for the expansion team.
You think he didn't have a captain? That doesn't
played for his captain. Man, that was a solid pickup. That's gonna add some depth and some experience.
Mike's gonna become a Leaf fan too now.
No, it's just no, but it's just saying it doesn't matter how old he is next year. It matters if he can still do it now. If he
can't do it now, that's what I'm getting at.
What does age have to do with it? Look at Brady.
Yeah, look at Brady.
Oh my god, you can't compare hockey to football.
I know, but hey,
let's say Ronaldo. Let's throw Ronaldo in there too.
Look at Ovechkin. They're all old. Look at Chara, still doing it. Still doing a little bit. He's still doing a little. He's still out there, He's still lacing up. But I don't know. I think Wild and Panthers look scary as hell now. That's what I think.
So are you saying overall it's Colorado and Florida's cup?
No, I said Wild. I like the Leafs because I didn't want them to get rid of anybody too big, but I like that they got rid of Dermott and stuff like this. Those are guys that are pylons.
But I'm saying you're saying as far as teams being scary, you're saying Panthers are one of them, and the Wild, which I agree with you on. But I'm saying, are you saying that those are the teams to beat now? Like those are the teams you've got to put your money on?
As a Leaf fan, We're in the same conference, of course. We're in the same conference as the Panthers.
Right.
So them in Tampa Bay for me in the conference.
Yeah, conference-wise, those are your teams you've got to beat. You won't put yourself up there?
No, I still have faith in us. I think we can win the first round this year.
That'll be a first.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Wild did good, man. They got a goalie, and they got.
That's all they were really missing, to be honest, man. Like their team's pretty fucking deadly. Like that Kaprizov is fucking like that guy's. He's unreal.
Well, the only thing about them is Kaprizov, and even throw Ryan Hartman in there. As far as producing,
and Foligno too. No, isn't Foligno there?
Yeah. But the only thing with that is, it's almost like we said with Edmonton being a one line or Toronto being a one line team. If that line doesn't produce, what's mini goal? Your goaltending only lasts you so long.
I think,
and that's why, like in the end, I'm happy we didn't get Drew because, like, look at Florida. They needed a top 6 guy. Yeah, Colorado doesn't need a top 6 guy.
Yeah, but it would have helped.
I think that's where we're going with this.
I don't think it would have been that much difference, bro. I don't think he would have added that much. Would have been nice, yeah, but I'd rather have Patty Kane as a rental.
To me, I think instead of Colorado, I think obviously the guy did not want to play in Toronto. I think that was one of his teams he did not want to go, right?
What, Drew?
Drew said he didn't want to go to Toronto. I think that he had a list, only Colorado and Florida. And that was the only teams that he really wanted to go to.
Well, yeah, but that was the whole thing with Fleury too, right? Fleury really didn't want to go to Toronto.
Where the least missed out was Hagel and Fleury. If they would have got them two, I don't want Fleury. I don't think we need him.
Do you guys even have a first to give up for him?
No. They had the deal already in place, but they wanted a prospect from the Leafs that Dubas didn't want to give up. And
that's who they need to get rid of is fucking Dubas or dumbass his name.
Yeah, told you.
Dubas duped us, eh? You think Dubas duped us, eh?
I don't know. I feel like
he's holding that team back.
He is, and he's too young. They gave especially hold on. No. It's not like Stan Bowman, wasn't it? Wasn't he pretty young when he started GMing?
Yeah.
But he was in Chicago, not the biggest franchise in the fucking NHL.
No,
that guy also didn't he also let a whole bunch of guys touch that guy?
We're going to go there.
You know what I mean? At least Dubas ain't into that stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, true. But I just think they should have went for a lot more experienced GM than Dubas.
Oh no, they had who do they have? Scotty Bowman before that, and they picked Dubas before him, right?
But they had Lamoriello, no?
Oh, Lou, Lou, yeah, and they picked him instead.
Ryan Burke was the best thing.
I'm with you there.
I think
it's not the worst.
Babcock was another guy that I don't know what the hell he sees sometimes. When
they wasted a year. That year with Babcock, man, fuck.
Oh, dude, I think I'm with you guys on okay. I think these are the best years that the Leafs have seen since '94, like '93 or whatever.
Well, we're going back with when they had
I'm saying that this is the best chance that the Leafs had these 5 years, this span of 5 years, and if Dubas screws this up. I don't know. It's hard to be a Leaf fan after that.
Okay, but that's what I said to you at the beginning of this podcast. I'm like, if the Leafs, let's say if they don't win the cup, let's say it's a first round exit again. Do they blow this up? And like I said, is Shanny gone? Is Dumas gone?
If he makes it to the finals, I'm okay with that.
But I don't think Shanahan's a problem there. I don't think Shanahan's a problem.
I think Shanahan. I think Shanahan.
It's Dubas. I honestly think it's Dubas.
I think Shanahan took Dubas because. It's easier to deal with him than guys like Babcock and Lamoriello.
Well, and stuff. Exactly, a veteran guy. He does.
Yeah, and he took this guy because he could kind of just let him
play both roles, but have a puppet as one.
Yeah. That's why I think it's. I think Shanahan. I don't know.
Okay, so is Sheldon Keefe gone if they're out?
How
many more years does he get?
Well, I don't know.
Look as talented as that roster
Hey,
is.
you're making me uncomfortable here. Hey, I'm a Leaf fan.
I'm saying for you to be realistic, though, too.
Well, I feel like this. With soccer, we got Arteta for Arsenal. With the Leafs, we got a Sheldon Keefe, another kind of new guy.
Right.
And I think it's a rebuild kind of coach, and I think Toronto's a now team. You know what I mean? I think
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
That guy's still in learning. The coach,
right? But that's what I'm saying. If you're looking market wise, and Toronto is a win now,
yeah,
blah blah.
No, but listen, I think Sheldon Keefe is at Toronto at the wrong time. That's all. Like,
right. So I'm saying, is his time up after this year because he's been given so many years already in a big market?
What I'm saying, his time should have never been until after he figured it out somewhere else.
Well, how long are you going to give him though?
No, not in the Marlies. I think. Like Arteta, he shouldn't have went to Arsenal first. He should have worked his way up to be that. And then some people will be like, "Oh yeah, Marlies," but Marlies always do.
Wasn't Keith the
Marlies
coach?
Yeah,
it was Marlies coach.
I don't think he's ready to take on a Matthews, Marner, Tavares, and all that right now. That's what my point is.
Now you sound like a true Leaf fan and coming up with excuses now.
Oh my god, here we go. This guy. Oh, dude. Come
on, look at my team. We took a friggin' Rick Bonus, and he's never coached in life, and he took us to the Stanley Cup
last year or this year, maybe.
Oh my god,
that's all you know. And you guys have a stacked team. So,
who, Dallas or Colorado?
You said your team is better than Colorado, and I look at Colorado as a stacked team.
Depth-wise, absolutely. Colorado top 6 will beat us hands down, but depth-wise, I think Dallas is more depth-based.
Oh, you guys know each other better.
You just said we drafted phenomenal the last how many years? Look, Byram, fucking.
I don't like Byram on bed. The guy's hurt all the time.
Damn.
I'll give you Makar. Makar was a great pick. Absolutely, I'll give you Makar and Gabriel and Mikko Ratinen, and as much as I hate him, McKinnon for sure.
I think both your teams. I think you guys both have top 2 defensemen, like a top pairing. Way better, easily. Yeah. Both teams.
His team
both
has
our teams probably have the top 2 defensemen in the league.
2 lines.
Yeah, I think Toronto. Like when Fink said in the comments, his 3 players, I forget what he said here.
Maybe send him Byram and all them.
Yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, I'd take him over.
We didn't draft Sammy G though.
No, I would take them. But you named your top 3. I said I'd take those top 3 over any Toronto defenseman. Yeah, 100%. Maybe Riley, I'd sneak in there somewhere, but that's it. Like nobody else.
The addition of Manson is huge, man.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Manson he's a guy that has a big potential for sure.
Even Sakic said he used to hate playing against his dad.
Yeah, but he hasn't been playing good. So maybe when he goes to this team, he'll be good though.
You watch how good Joe's career turns around now. Now that he's going to get a top 2 line, man, that's why he's got speed. The guy's got fucking heart and everything, but he can't.
Yeah, but that Sturm guy, everybody's saying he's not bad either.
Well, we'll see. I mean, he's got the size, and that's exactly what Sakic said. He's like, Jost was a fan favorite, but we needed some more size in that position. So,
and that always hurts getting rid of fan favorites for sure, man. Like Kadri, and look what Kadri did to us, man. Dang. But we got Kerfoot, and Kerfoot Kerfoot's having a record year, right? A career year right now. So Same with Kadri.
Traded.
No, he shouldn't have. That's the only guy that shouldn't have been traded on Leafs. Him and Matthews. Look at that. What's that? Kadri too?
No, Mac.
Oh, Mac. Damn, look at this guy's memorabilia room, eh? That's a nice setup, though, eh? Too bad those colors are wrong. Should be blue and white, baby.
Yeah.
If they were blue and white, they'd be worthless.
Oh, damn.
I got an Arsenal card for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Davis L. Louise, eh? No, hey, leave him alone. But yeah, the deadline day, I don't know. It's actually pretty exciting, this one for me.
It was
It's
busy.
been better than some of the last couple ones.
It's been very busy compared to like last year was fucking nothing.
Yeah, even though like
or was it the year before?
As a
No,
Leaf
it's
fan,
been the last 2 or 3 years. There's been hardly any movement.
yeah, as a Leaf fan, people will complain about it, but to me, as a hockey fan, you guys say it was a good window. I thought it was entertaining, and there was a lot of big, especially after like you got what Kopp and what's the other guy, Dandanov, and who's the other guy that moved last second after the window?
Come on, say him. You couldn't say his name to Dallas.
Dallas guy? Nemestika.
Yeah, from Detroit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. I've got a young gun for her.
Yeah. He said he had a young gun there. Yeah,
we had him for a season,
and you got rid of him, man. You thought he was a bozo?
He didn't do that.
Well, look at that. Like we were just saying about Joss, and he's already got points tonight, right?
There you go. See, because you watch. He's gonna get playing time that he never got in Colorado.
Yeah, but maybe that. So Davis, that's what you're saying. You think that's an L then for Colorado, that move?
Yeah, I would have kept Joss. I like Joss. I would have kept him.
Yeah, because you said Colorado was one of the ones.
Was one of the losers today. Yeah.
And I think Edmonton by far they got people that didn't make sense to me, and it's like, dude, you need a goal. It's like they need a goalie. They needed a goalie. Like they needed a goalie bad. And
I don't think anyone was really shipping their goalies out. I think.
Yeah, I don't think
Colorado should have went for Phil Kessel.
Yeah, and that's another team I think that lost was Coyotes. Coyotes sucked too.
Chutrin didn't go anywhere. Kessel didn't go anywhere. They retained a whole bunch of fucking salaries.
It's because Arizona got too greedy. With the Chutrin, they changed the asking price to what? 3 first-rounders for him, and he's having a down year. He's not having the year.
I was shocked. Fleury for a first for Fleury. That's
crazy. Yeah,
I don't know.
That's why I said I'm glad Toronto didn't make that move. I would never want to give that up for him.
But that's it's only a first if they make the Western Conference final and he plays.
No. If he wins 4 games in the playoffs, it says. So if he starts
and they have to make the Western final, I'm pretty sure, man.
Oh, it says. I think it only said 4 games winning. I think I don't know if anybody can look that up, but
yeah,
I don't. Yeah, but I think I think the Leafs were gonna get Chicharron, and then like Davis said, they put up the asking price, and Dubas is like, we can't afford that kind of.
No, well, we like you didn't even have a first round to even give him this year.
No, yeah,
you were going to do what? You're going to give the 3 rounds and not draft to like 2027.
Yeah, Chicago is receiving a conditional second round draft pick, which can become a first if Minnesota advances to the Western Conference final and Fleury wins 4 or more games within the first 2 rounds of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Blackhawks will also retain 50% of Fleury's salary.
Yeah, but how? So read that again.
Chicago is receiving a conditional second round draft pick, which can become a first if Minnesota advances to the Western final and Fleury wins 4 or more games within the first 2 rounds of the Stanley Cup finals.
But that's but making the finals, if he only wins 4 games, that's just. I don't. They have to. He has to win 4 games. Yeah, but I guess if he gets injured, I guess that's what that means. Because if he wins 4 games,
that's why it's conditional.
Yeah, and
if he wins 4 games, he doesn't have to play again, and they have to make the.
Yeah, that's a second round draft pick, maybe all day.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like that's why I don't understand why Toronto wasn't willing to part with that.
I don't know. I think. I don't know. I think what happened, what I told you guys before, the Hagel and the Fleury and Dubas bottled it. And then when he came back around to get Fleury after he's bottled it the first time, Fleury's like, hell no. He's like, no. I think that's what happened because he's a guy that could say no to a team, right? Fleury, he had the choice.
Right, but that brings up then.
Dadonov trade to the Ducks in limbo as no trade clause was not submitted.
No way. So it's done. Yeah, that's crazy. We were just talking about that. That was a good trade. Damn, that's crazy. It's gone now.
Just popped up now.
That's crazy, eh? So that trade was gone then. Damn. The Ducks, eh? Hey, talk about Dubas all you want. How about them Ducks? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I still think I still don't think Toronto needed Fleury. I think there was other goalies like Anton.
But that's what I'm saying. If there was other goalies, why wasn't a move made for one? Like the biggest goalie I think that should have been moved that didn't move was Alexander Georgiev.
No, but I'm saying that the Leafs before, if they're actually looking for a goalie, I would not go for Fleury first.
No, that's what I'm saying though. But why didn't you go for anyone else?
Because I still think Campbell's a good goalie. I think he's just been playing injured.
But he's hurt.
Yeah, for 2 weeks. He's going to be
back. If you're lucky.
If he's not dead, is the guy dead?
Who knows? He looks dead when he's flopping around. Dude.
And Mrazek is just getting pelted by Leaf fans, so they're like ruining that guy's career by damaging this guy's confidence every game. They're calling this guy. They want his head every time they let it go, and they're like yelling at this guy to kill himself. You know, it's crazy. Man.
Maybe Harry Ceteris avoided the bullet.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah. So apparently, it wasn't officially submitted, thereby making him eligible to be moved anywhere. It's infrequent, but it does happen. The most known recent case was Patrick Berglund.
So that's deal's not dead then?
It doesn't say it's dead or not, but
so he could go to any other team or no?
It probably got submitted before then, but it wasn't done properly. It sounds like, the right stuff wasn't put in.
Golden Knights released a statement saying they have become aware of an issue with respects to the Dadonov trade and are consulting with the league's office.
So yeah, it sounds like they thought they put it in right, but they didn't.
It sounds like a Russian conspiracy.
So it just says the deal appears to be in limbo after his no trade clause was never officially submitted.
Oh, so it was never officially, so they didn't even submit it then.
No. The trade was like accepted by both parties.
Yeah, the trade was, but the no trade clause was never submitted.
So that just makes him. They can trade him anywhere then if he doesn't submit it.
Yeah,
some shit, I guess. I don't know.
He doesn't.
I guess he did have a no trade clause. I didn't think he had one on his contract.
He didn't waive it to go to that team then, I guess.
Well, would you want to go, from Vegas to Anaheim?
Well, depends. They got nice weather out there.
It's the same state.
Dude, no, Vegas is not in the same state, you crazy guy.
Leave me alone. No, it might have been one too many.
You crazy guy. So Fink, what do you think? Do you think do you still have confidence in your team, or are you worried about any other teams after this, or what?
Not really. I'm quite confident this year. I mean, we're playing way better than we did last year. I know.
Do you still have that fear? I can't speak for every Toronto fan because they're delusional. Well, if they think, we're setting up the parade already, Me, I'm like, a little bit.
Don't play Boston. Don't play Boston.
It's like, thank God Char's not there anymore, But Brad Marchand's still there, It's crazy. But I don't know. I think the Leafs. I'm just used to being a Leaf fan, and it's like you get hope. The hope is what kills you, man. You get let down.
Yeah, but it's like you said. That's the point of being a fan, is to have hope every year. Like, you know what? All three of us, every one of us are going to say our team's going to win the cup this year, right?
Yeah,
and all three of them really have the best shot. Like, you two have got your spots pretty much booked. Dallas, I'm holding out hope there. But like I said to you yesterday, we got 4 games in hand, and we're out by 1 point.
But I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh, we got Matt Ryan. We're winning the Super Bowl this year."
Well, yeah, exactly, right. That's the thing. Everyone's got a hope.
But that's a huge fucking boost opposed to having Carson Wentz. Fuck.
But I think if Toronto, I don't know. The East is so packed, man. Like the stacked, like every team. I don't know. It's hard to start.
We'll never win the cup for as long as you live.
Damn, I'm living forever, my boy.
Well, there you go. The Leafs will never win it.
No, but I think these are.
They don't need to. MLS makes enough money. They're the highest grossing team in NHL.
I'll believe that after
they're going to sell that fucking stadium out no matter what. They make so much money in fucking merchandise and everything that.
Let me throw this question out.
That's why I don't know.
After this year, they don't win it. They have to blow up the team in my eyes. Okay, that's doesn't matter. That's
You know what they should have done this year? You know what they should have done?
Matthews, you leave.
Do you leave if you're Matthews after this year if you don't win it?
After this year, after his contract.
No.
Or after his contract, do you leave?
No.
Yeah.
Matthews needs to stay in Toronto as his whole career. He needs to stay there his whole career.
No, you don't, because you don't waste your best years
that
there.
Franchise, man. Without him, that team just goes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But if that's the case, if that's the case, and you're saying like you stay there no matter what, then you need to throw him the fucking seat.
That's why they need to trade.
If you don't give him the seat,
Marner. Trade Marner. He's playing fucking great right now. They should have fucking traded him. They could have got 3 guys for the price of that guy.
Yeah. They could have easily got a top defender.
Now Mike's going to get everybody pushing out here on him.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I said before, Mike. I said trade Marner.
That's how you're going to build your team, with depth, not these fucking one top line and there's our salary cap.
That's why I say us and Edmonton are on the same page. We're on the exact same page.
Players have to be on the same page too, though.
Yeah, but Edmonton and Toronto are the exact same team in West and East. That's it.
Yeah, but you know what?
Overrated. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but you know what?
David's overrated in my opinion.
Yeah, but look at it this way. You know, you're saying you stick together or you stick with that team. If I'm Matthews and we don't win it by the time my contract expires, I walk, because you can see the same thing about Jack Eichel. Why did he stick around with Buffalo?
Okay, where would you go if you're cup chasing? Where would you go?
Yeah, but the Leafs are not Buffalo, bro.
No, they're not Buffalo, but
nobody wants to play in Buffalo.
Franchise, you stick around.
Yeah, but the Leafs still have that. Yeah, they have that. They still have that. People want to play for the Leafs. Or like, look at everybody, Nick Foligno, all these guys. They want to at least play there 1 year, even though those guys were kind of smart. They didn't go there in the prime of their season, But still, Joe Thornton played in San Jose.
Right.
They were just they're just like Toronto this year and last year. Teams that should have won but never did.
They were always a strong team, right?
Yeah. Then that's how Joe Thornton's career always has been. Maybe he'll get one this year with Florida. Is he still there?
Where?
He's still playing?
I think so.
Joe Thornton? Yeah, he's playing.
I think so.
Yeah, he went back to San Jose.
Yeah, he might get one in Florida then.
Or Florida, sorry,
Yeah.
And Jazz, where do you go if you're Matthews and you want to win the cup after?
Don't say Dallas.
No, I'll be more realistic. I'm keeping him in the East. You know what team needs a leader right now or a goal scorer? You just lost Giroux. Why doesn't he go to Philly?
No, I don't know. I think if he's cup chasing, I get where you're saying cup chasing, but I think Philly's the best spot for him to go. That team's young and going to be growing up. I think he would be smart to go to a team like Philly. I think he's the face of Toronto. He turned his back. He picked Canada over America, basically. His mom's Mexican, all that. He's the face of Toronto, man, and he knows that. He's friends with Justin Bieber. He's Toronto in and out all day. I don't think this guy. Yeah. I don't think the guy is.
Him and the Biebs are fucking little bum buddies.
Yeah, I don't think. Do you think that he'll like? If I was Matthews, I would probably want to win a cup. And if
Toronto wants to win a cup,
no. If Toronto doesn't do it within these years of these contracts before they're expired,
Matthews will play in Toronto his career until it's too late. Then he's gonna go play fucking
like Sundin.
Yeah,
and he's
gonna go home and play in Arizona. He doesn't even, you know what I mean?
If Arizona still has a team.
Yeah. Wow, fuck. As long as Bettman's in charge, they will.
No, but Arizona moved to a stadium for next season that only has 5,000 people in the stands. 5,000.
Yeah, like I said, they can't sell 4,991 of those tickets away.
Yeah. He said you have to give what did Brad Marchand say?
4,500 tickets away, and it fucking.
Yeah, that guy. So, what do you guys think about Brad Marchand? Is it a guy that you hate, or but you'd love on your team, or no?
You know what? It wasn't probably like between last year and this year of kind of like, okay, I'll give this guy a chance now. I used to fucking hate him, just like I hated Kadri.
Yeah, Kadri's the guy that I used to love as a Leaf. I think he's like on the Darcy Tucker kind of, except for he was actually good at hockey, Kadri. That's I think Darcy Tucker, when Leaf fans say their favorite player of all time is Darcy Tucker, I'm like, you must be high as hell. You know, he must be high as hell. Darcy Tucker you're picking? Damn. And it's like, yeah, he was way better than Sundin. Like, some of these guys actually have arguments that saying that Darcy Tucker is better than Sundin. I'm like, how? Yeah, it's like, how? The only people that hate Sundin are Leaf fans. And I'm like, that's the problem with Leafs. Is people don't appreciate anything, you know?
Sundin's sick.
Yeah, like Davis said, like, as soon as somebody does something bad, oh, forget about him. That's it. They're done. As a Leaf fan, it's like, and that's what ruins guys like Mrazek. Mrazek is a guy that works off emotions and confidence. He's a goalie. All goalies are almost like that. And so once the fans keep saying he's shit and they want his head, he's gonna be down and out for.
Doesn't matter. You're a professional. You gotta get used to that.
No, goalies are different, man. They're in their head. Goalies are different, man. Yeah.
Some goalies feed off that, though. They're like, oh, you think I'm shit? You know, watch me put out a 50, 60
that's still emotions. That's still emotions, whether you feed off it or you don't. You're going off emotion no matter what. That's a goalie.
Yeah, but you're making it sound like if somebody says, oh, you suck, or you're the worst goalie we ever had, he's going to be just miserable and emo-like and be like, I don't want to play for you anymore.
Yeah, goalies are like that, man.
No, they're not. We're out of that. This is not the Patrick Roy era anymore.
Oh, dude, don't get off Patrick Roy's case, bro. Get off Patrick Roy's case. That guy's my all-time great, and you hate him. Why?
Well, are you really truly a Leaf fan then?
I don't care if it's Montreal. I can admit when a player is good. Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? So what? You guys both don't think Patrick Roy was great?
I put Brodeur before him.
I think Patrick
Roy is the best goalie.
No, not a chance.
Him and Hasek, bro. Hasek.
Oh, are you gonna put Hasek in there? Come on now.
How don't you?
No.
How don't you? Him and Ken Dryden have the top 2 save percentage of all time.
No. I can't with you tonight. Not with that comment.
He doesn't like Hasek because the foot was in there that crease.
Oh my God.
Hey, we got the cup for that. We got the cup.
Hasek invented butterfly and all that stuff.
I'm not saying I won't put Hasek completely down and say he wasn't good. Hasek was good. He's the dominator.
I'm a Leaf fan. I'm a Leaf fan. You know how many times that guy hurt our feelings? Yeah. Man.
I'll give you Hasek as a top 10, but he's not even top 5.
I have a problem with that.
Of course you have a problem with it.
I think Hasek, Brodeur. Why? There.
No.
No?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Did you have them 3?
Top 3?
And top 5? Those 3.
I told you, Hasek is not a top 5 goalie. Top 3, Brodeur,
Yeah.
Rod.
Don't say Ed Belfour or something.
And Belfour. You gotta go Eddie the Eagle.
Oh my God. Eddie the drunk man doing lines.
That guy did it all.
The guy reeks like whiskey.
He did it all.
Oh, no, dude. No, Hasek was the best.
No.
Let me guess, you're basing off because Hasek. Well, Hasek did win a cup, right? With Detroit.
Yeah, with Detroit, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. So what's your excuse? Let's hear why is Hasek not there?
He didn't prove himself that much, I don't think. He played like you said with Crosby. Crosby won those championships with the team he had with him. I view Hasek the same way.
No.
He didn't win that. They didn't win that cup with Hasek because of Hasek.
Dude.
Just like you're telling me Pittsburgh didn't win all those cups because of Crosby.
Dude, come on. I'm saying Crosby is a big help, but it's not just because of Crosby. And Hasek played in Buffalo.
What about those years Malkin was hurt most of the season and Crosby had to carry that game?
To the finals.
No.
Yeah, he did.
Come on, let's be realistic.
He beat the Leafs out of the semifinals, went to the finals. Hasek.
And what happened?
Who was their goalie? I think it was actually the Leafs goalie was Ed Belfour, maybe. Who knows? It's probably Joseph, though.
Probably when
I don't know, man. I think in my lifetime, from the 90s up, it has to be Waugh, Brodeur, Hasek.
Okay, so we agree at least on 2 of the 3.
Yeah, you just said Waugh shits the bed too.
But
I agree. I agree with Joe.
Like I said, he may be shit, but I can say he's good.
And as a Leaf fan, I would have picked Potvin out of the 5 seasons or whatever.
Felix the Cat,
dude. Hey, he gave Hockey World memories, man. You can't tell
every
me
goalie has.
Oh no, not every goalie has.
You can say that. You're going to say you won't ever remember Ray Emery diving over everybody?
No, dude.
Come on now.
Being up Hextall, being a badass goalie.
Oh, Hextall, I'll give you hands down. I'll always remember Hextall for those.
No, I remember Hextall because Potvin knocked his ass out.
But that's back when hockey was good.
The two-hander. Hex, and Waugh, with Osgood, right? Is what?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. That's when those fight. That's when goalies are good. The Osgood and Raw fights.
When goalies were good.
Yo, come on now, you're too soft now.
No, my favorite was when Waugh became a coach.
What do you mean? Look at that fucking
the guy out. I love that.
What's his name? Was it Bennington?
Yeah, Bennington. Yeah,
guy's a tool.
Yeah. So after naming Hasek, Waugh, Brodeur, you see any goalies in the last 10 years that could ever match up to these guys?
No
chance. No chance.
Flurry, if anything.
That's what I mean by
nowadays. Is like
nobody would challenge those stats ever. The wins, the save percentages, those are logged. No one would touch those.
No. And who do we say? Tuukka Rask actually retired with the 3rd best save.
Tuukka Rask, and we say, well, that's what we're saying. What is it? Tuukka Rask and Pekka Rinne retired.
Ken Dryden was number. Ken Dryden has the best save percentage than Hasek, than Tuukka Rask. I think it is, yeah.
But like you said, is Rask really a Hall of Famer?
Well, that's what I mean. He won the cup, but he wasn't a starter. I think it was, what was that guy's name? What's that guy's name again? That would play for Boston all those years. That backup thing came a starter. What's that guy's name?
Oh, Tim Thomas.
Tim Thomas, yeah. I think that was the goalie that won it, but he was on the team. So his cup is kind of like an asterisk beside it, kind of, Rask.
Yeah, because Rask pulled the same thing. Because Thomas did the same thing. He retired and then came back for a bit.
No, Rask never won as a starter is what I'm saying.
No, but I'm just saying Rask did the exact same thing.
Yeah. But I think having the best, if you play over 500 games and you have top 3 save percentage as goalie, I think that's pretty good. I don't know. What do you think? You guys think that's bad, or
what do you mean? Is it bad?
No, do you think save percentage is what makes a goalie the best goalie, or no?
I think it's a factor. I mean, what if you let's say out of 500 games? Well, like you said, let's say you play 500 games. Let's say you win 350, but your save percentage is, I don't know, let's say it's 850. Really, does that make you good? Or is that just the team you played with?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think save percentage is the best stat as a goalie, easily.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think you can base it off wins.
No, it's a team in front of you. Look at Kemper.
Yeah, look, that's what I say about Justin Pogge and Tuukka Rask in World Juniors. Tuukka Rask 50 saves a game, and Justin Pogge makes like 15. So it's
the same with.
That's how
do you remember from the U.S. Last U.S. goalie that was good? Look at Al Montoya. Great junior in the States, and look what happened to him.
Or dude, what's that dude's name from Islanders? DiPietro. Yeah. You know that, the huge guy. The guy pulled off the second Ovechkin contract.
They still pay that guy.
That's crazy, man.
He's on like he does what we were doing right now.
Yeah. You know who else does that? That has a good one. What's that white dude that plays basketball? He's a point guard. No. He went to Duke or something like that. He's like a pretty what's the guy's name?
You never give us much to work with here.
No, but I don't know. He's like the white point guy, not Jason Williams, not White Chocolate, not Steve Nash, the other guy. He still plays, I think. You guys don't know much about basketball, eh? It's in my head. I can't
basketball. I hate it.
Yeah, but he has a funny podcast because he kind of rips into the players too, and I like that kind of stuff when they tell it how it really is. Like, oh, these guys, and who doesn't work hard and all that stuff. I like that.
JJ Redick?
Yeah, JJ Redick. Yes, that guy. Yes, he has a good one. Yeah, that guy's a good podcast right there. And I think Sean Avery would have a good one. Like I think
the Bulls spanked the Raps.
Bulls spanked. Did they?
Yeah, 113.99.
I don't think the Raps are. I think the Raps are a rebuild situation right now. Even though they have faith in all their players, but
the guys they got are fucking big guys, man.
Yeah, they have Siakam, they have Van Fleet, they have Scotty Barnes, they have a bunch of guys that are good, but I think they're just. I think once they lose,
Is Fleury playing tonight?
Who? Fleury? Marc-Andre Fleury?
There's another?
No, there's no way. How? How can he be playing tonight?
No. Talbot's in that.
Oh, that would have been nice. They're playing Vegas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how the hell is he playing? That's crazy. Yeah,
that would have been sick though. Well,
so I read that the Leafs actually they're missing like 16 guys out of the line. Not that many, but like 5 at least. And Giordano is one of them for the next.
Because it's probably hurt.
This guy. Yeah, he probably forgot his meds. He can't shoot. Dude, I don't know, but that's crazy. I don't know. The trade deadline was fun as hell. I think it was always fun.
Like we said, it was definitely more entertaining or more activity this year than there's been in the past. Like Mike said, last year there was nothing. There was like,
and that was always something I always looked forward to every year. Like growing up was like, oh, the trade deadline. Like what crazy names going where and what, like, you know what I mean? Always like.
And it is always like that. Like, you know how we're like, oh, look at the Panthers, look at the players they got, and they end up not doing good, you know? And
is it going to be a rematch in 96?
Yeah, I think the one that the Leafs got excited about was obviously they're calling this the best trade of it forever, the John Tavares one. Remember that? Oh,
the best trade for the Islanders.
Yeah. And now it's like, ooh, how about that John Tavares guy? That's a guy. Everybody's like this. So everybody's like, well, he's under contract. They can't trade him. I'm like, no, they can ask people to move. If they make the guy feel unwanted, the guy's gonna waive his no trade.
Yeah,
you know, that's contracts are just nice to look at, but they can be worked around. People don't.
Just because you have a no, well, it's like I said, like with. Give me Nandolfikov. He's got a no trade, but they moved him.
Yeah.
Just because you have no trade clause doesn't mean you can't be moved. Like you said, if you're not happy or fans make you not want to be there, you can be moved.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If the
look at Patrick Waugh. Look at freaking Patrick Waugh.
Yeah, dude,
he just quit though.
Yeah.
No, he quit. Like, I'm there. It's like screw you, Montreal. Or I'm never playing for you again.
Yes. In the middle of the game. Remember that shit? That was classic. But you know what? That's the fire I like, man. The guy's passionate, you know? He's like, look at my team. Tell me I got to work with these bozos, you know? And that's how Matthews should do it. Just stand there. Like, Matthews had to cross-check somebody because he was getting attacked all game. Are you kidding me? You don't have somebody to stick up for.
But that's what I'm saying to you is that Edmonton and Toronto are missing that. That's what's holding those two teams back. They don't have like Toronto's name that would do that is Wayne Simmons, and where the hell is he? He's lucky if he can even get out on the ice.
Yeah, that guy. But they should have an actual guy to do it.
That's what I'm saying. But everyone's today was crying that we need Chara to be that person. You wanted Chara?
Oh, dude, Chara would have been good, and especially like. The whole Boston and Leafs thing. Oh man, it would have been nuts to see that.
You're really going to want Giordano and Chara there?
Hell yeah! Why not? No. Chara on the third line, like the third pairing for defense. Why not?
No. Why waste the money? Why waste the money?
What he has a contract. He has a salary minimum, a league minimum.
It doesn't matter. It's still a waste. It's a waste of a spot and a waste of money.
No, Justin Hall's a waste of a spot.
Yeah, and you chose to keep him.
Yeah, I'd get rid of him, and I would have got Chara easily, hands down. Easily.
You could have had Fleury too, but we could have doesn't want to play right.
We could have had Hampus Lindholm. We could have had a whole bunch of players, but it's just
Fleury is in the lineup though, but he's on the bench.
He's on the bench. He's already there. Damn, that guy booked it.
Yo, if you're looking at the NHL page. Yo, if you look at the NHL page, it shows him with his everything on, and the fans in the background, Minnesota fans with fucking like Fleury signs. He's on the ice and that.
That's crazy. Fleury's there on the ice. That's wild. Like he was like this. See ya. He already knew where he was going. He knew it weeks ahead. He's like, I'm out of here. See ya. Damn, that guy, yeah, that French guy. I'm surprised that he would actually consider Toronto to begin with because he's French, for one. You know, I didn't think.
I thought you'd be more shocked because it's Toronto. That's it.
No.
I want to win the cup. Why am I going to Toronto?
Damn. I don't know, man, but that's it, for today, I think. Think you're going to come on again? You got to come on again.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about your buddy?
Yeah, we're going to set that up.
Yeah, for sure.
He's more like football, basketball, but.
Yeah, well, I know basketball and some I don't know football, really. I know players, but I don't know what they do.
I don't follow basketball. I follow fucking.
Yeah, you guys are football guys, so.
Yeah.
You guys
know football,
hockey, Formula One, soccer.
Yeah, I like soccer and hockey, and that's it, basically. And basketball. I like basketball, too. I follow lots of basketball. But not anymore because it's hard to get the games out here, you know?
It's not entertaining enough for me.
Oh, no, and it's too soft, bro. You can't even block a three-point shot now.
Same with NFL. Yeah. Literally, the only reason I follow NFL now is because of fantasy football. Like,
yeah, and that's
otherwise it's fucking Chelsea, fucking Colorado.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Chelsea, I love rivaling up your Chelsea buddy there, Connor.
I don't even know who he is.
No, you don't know who he is. I love it. I always say stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Just to piss off everybody, but it's like because when he said plastic fans, I was just like, you know what's plastic? Chelsea fans from 2005.
Yeah.
Whoa. And I don't really care. It's like I said in the chat, I said it doesn't. Everybody likes a team because of the player or because they're good that year that they started watching the sport. You know, that's usually or a family. That's how it always happens. It's like you don't like a team, be like, well, they're the shittiest team. I'm gonna like them today. You don't say that. You're not like, oh, Seattle Kraken's my favorite now, unless you're from Seattle. That's it.
But even still, like if Hamilton got an NHL team, I'm an Avs fan. I don't give a fuck. I would never switch to a Hamilton fan. Never in my life.
I'm a Toronto fan. They suck. I can't do anything about it. I'm not the guy to be like, oh well, Washington. I'm a huge Washington fan now. You know, I like Ovechkin, sure, but I'm not gonna like every team that like. It's easy for me because Toronto hasn't won, so it's easy for me to switch to anybody that wins now. You know, but I'm not gonna do it because it's not right. You don't do that shit. You just don't do it. You know, and that's what bugs me about people. It's like tomorrow, like you guys probably know lots of guys like that. Like they're next time the new team that wins, all of a sudden they got the jersey and that's their team now. It's like, it's like, dude, come on, man. You know,
I don't support other teams.
I that's what I mean. I don't watch other, especially for soccer. Like soccer is like that's a sport where I'm just Arsenal and everybody else. Like it's competitive.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. How many years have we gone now until this year that we've struggled to have anything to cheer about, Joe?
But yeah, like if literally, like I'll tell you guys this: if there's a guy that likes Tottenham, that guy is not on my friend. I don't like that guy.
Davis, you've been disappointed most. Fuck, losing the Stanley Cup. Like, fuck, that's honestly though, it's a hard pill to swallow, man. Fuck, like,
yeah, but think about this:
that's like smash your fucking TV shit, man. Like, that's
yeah, but think about this: when I was watching soccer, 94, but so Arsenal were just in a phase. Then they got Arsene Wenger in 97, and Man United. All my friends like Man United. Well, not all my friends. There's like 6 people that I knew that liked soccer at the time. Nobody liked soccer in Canada. and then we became the Invincibles, and then I got to see all that. But a lot of Arsenal fans now never even got to see Arsenal at the good point because they started watching Arsenal at the end after that. You know what I mean?
Well, now they can watch now.
Yeah, now
we're back. We're back.
Still, hey, as growing up, the Arsenal I remember are different from the ones now. I'll tell you that. They're getting up there. They're getting up there.
The Arsenal from back then played with pride and wanted to win, and you know.
Oh no, it was a different sport. Nowadays, it's a complete different sport. I remember watching it. You could foul, you could do anything. Now it's like you.
Yeah, but you can say that about anything. Like Mike said, you know, basketball, you can't, and like you and Mike said, you know, you can't even block a 3-point shot.
But that's what I mean. It's different. I think winning back like between 2000 and 2010, those were the hard years of soccer.
Because everyone became a Karen.
That's why the best teams were the Ferguson teams, the Chelsea with Mourinho, and the Arsenal Invincibles. Those are the best teams in history. Easily.
Well, let's be honest, just the Invincibles. Never going to be matched.
Well, Ferguson won. He won everything. So I mean,
Ferguson's the most decorated manager.
And Mourinho's win with Chelsea, when Manchester was Manchester United and Arsenal were Arsenal, that was a big year, man. 2005.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the three best champions: the Invincibles, the Manchester treble, and Chelsea 2005. Those are the biggest wins out of anybody. I don't care if you have Liverpool, Man City killing it now. The league sure is harder, but it's softer at the same time. It's not the same. Not the same. I remember what you guys had like. You guys had a crazy physical team, and that like Chelsea in 2005. That's what did it. You know, it's
Drogba and shit, man.
Yeah, Drogba. That what's that guy? In the
Terry, fuck.
Yeah, the one. Oh man, forget the guy's name. I always forget his name. He's a really black guy. He's like really dark. It started with an M, I think.
Oh, Michaela.
Yeah,
I know. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Makaleli. Yeah, that guy. All you guys had like the team, man. That's true.
That's why we've got so many Nigerian fans, man.
Yeah, Makaleli.
I swear, on the face or on the Chelsea app, like you can check in every game, and it's like a chat, bro. Yeah, it's all Nigerian people.
Yeah, same with Arsenal. Arsenal have lots of African people because everybody's African on the team, basically. Like Adi Bayor, all these guys, right?
Well, that's why we didn't play, what was it, the Derby, because everyone was there.
But, like I said in the chat too earlier, I said the teams that the teams that I see in Argentina and Croatia, Chelsea jerseys, Arsenal jerseys, and Manchester United jerseys, PSG because of Messi here. But those are the three teams, and Barcelona jerseys. Those are the four teams that I see consistently around the world. Like the other teams, Tottenham, no. Liverpool, no. Nobody else, no. Like maybe one or two Liverpools, but you don't like you can walk down the street tomorrow or like downtown, you'll see an Arsenal and Chelsea 100%. Like that's what it is. That's why those are the biggest clubs, and the other top six teams.
London's blue now, though.
Yeah, well, hey.
Right now it is.
Right now it has to be, yeah. So they won the Champions League. Yeah. They have two Champions
I just bought this.
Was it a patch?
Yeah.
Damn, man. Where are you putting it on the Uh-oh. His porn started playing, eh? No, but yo, what happened to him, eh? He's frozen. Oh, there he is. I don't know, but I gotta go. I gotta go.
And look, I got this on there too.
Well, that's Champions League, yeah?
Yeah.
It's like I seen the meme today. Arsenal, the Arsenal players are with the choir learning the Champions League song. They're like, so this is a song because they haven't been there for so long. Fucking guys, they always get. You know what's crazy? No one can ever call any Arsenal fan a bandwagon guy because if you like Arsenal, you've been through the rinse machine. You know, where are we
going to jump to? What team are we going to jump to?
Yeah, no, we can jump to any other team that wins. You know,
yeah.
But it's like, you can't be like, oh, that guy's a bandwagon guy if they're an Arsenal fan, unless if we win it next year and then everybody.
Who would be your team in the Premier League other than Arsenal?
Me? Oh, I said Luton Town if they make it next year, but right now I'll go with Aston Villa.
That'd be your team?
Yeah, because I just like the goalie. That's it. He's an Arsenal guy. That's it. It's a weak excuse, but I don't like any other team, especially top six. I don't like any of them. Manchester United are.
I'd only say fucking. I don't know. I'd probably say West Ham.
Yeah, see, I can see any of the mid-table teams, Leeds, anybody like Leicester.
But if I were
Leicester
to pick the top six other than Chelsea, it'd be probably Liverpool, just because of Klopp.
Yeah, Klopp's good, but I'd probably pick Leicester because they have they're like a nice team, you know, to like they're easy to like. They came up, they won against all odds. They're like nobody would be mad at you. Like if you're any fan of any team. And then you're like, oh, next week I'm a Leicester fan. Nobody would be like, oh, you're a bandwagon guy. They'd be like, oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah,
they're just that team, you know,
because they're nice.
No, because they have a nice story and they have a good history behind it. And it's like, oh, they had that Cinderella year, and that alone is like one of the best sports story in history out of any sport.
Well, yeah, because they were like 3,500 to 1 odds.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just like a movie. That's a movie right there. And Jamie Vardy, you know what Jamie Vardy was? He was a drunk Sunday league player. Yeah, drunk Sunday league player, just playing drunk all the time. And then all of a sudden, he's the best striker. It's like,
oh, he was a bouncer, or was he a fucking bartender?
I think he was a bartender. Yeah, and he used to just be drunk all the time. And
yeah, the thing is, we were supposed to get him too.
Yeah, he turned his nose up to Arsenal because Arsenal were in turmoil, man. A lot of players like now, if we make Champions League. A lot of players will want to come back to Arsenal now because they see.
You watch next year. We're getting Mbappe.
I don't know.
you know. Hey, if you're gonna say Haaland, I'm saying Mbappe.
Who's to say Kroenke? What if the let's just say what if the Abs win the cup? You think Kroenke's like, hey, I'm gonna dump some money at Arsenal now. I want that fucking Premier League title now.
Yeah, to get all the trophies.
That's what I mean.
It still would happen.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you.
If I was him, fuck yeah, I'd want like. Well, let's go.
I know what you're saying. I agree with you, but I just don't see it happening.
I don't either. But
there's a false narrative around that with the Kroenke. So he only started owning the team officially for the last couple of years. He dumped what 190 million in last year. He just paid 50 million for Ben White. Like he's been people as Arsenal fans. They said that he hasn't been put money in. He has, but they look at it because he was part owner for a long time with Gazidis and all them, but he didn't have any say in it. So when he took it over completely, now he's spending money and now he's there.
So do you think the problem is Arteta then?
I don't think the problem is Arteta. I think the problem was
making the wrong transfers
transitioning. Like I for sure, I think Aubameyang. Aubameyang thing hurt my heart because the guy was great, right? And now he's doing great, and it hurt my heart, but he just didn't suit Arteta's style, and Arteta is strict on what he envisions for the team and what it means to be an Arsenal player.
But we can't even get anyone to even want to play for us.
Yeah, because we've been so bad for so long. We haven't. Yeah, he's only been a fucking manager for 2 years.
Yeah, but some of these,
and he has 2 trophies.
Yeah, but even still, some of these players that we want are signing elsewhere for less money.
No, but what you were saying about Leaf fans, how they hate him. This guy just won 2 trophies, and you're going to give up on him already? And he just brought us. They were 8th place last year. Yeah,
because I don't. With Arteta, I still don't buy into his trust.
How many trophies you got with Arteta? 2? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
2
the
trophies.
One you beat us to what? FA or Europa?
Yeah, FA. Yeah. And so we got 2 trophies in 2 years, and that's more than any team except for like a lot of. That's more than Manchester in the last 5 years.
He lost that one when.
That was Emery, I think, right?
Yeah, I think
it was Emery in Europa.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think I don't know. No. That was actually, you're right. That's Arteta versus Emery in the Europa League. Remember, he lost to Villarreal. Yes, because it's like,
then he lost to us in
the Europa League. That was Emery because Iwobi scored. I remember that.
No, when Petr just before he retired. Remember, he was on and we played in the final, and then the next day he was like at Chelsea.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I think that was the Emery one Emery where it was the Europa League.
My word, it was Arteta. No, okay.
Yeah, I think Arteta lost to Villarreal and what's that? The Europa League, and because there's a manager versus manager that used to be for Arsenal, and then it was like, and then Emery outclassed Arteta, and everybody's like, "Oh, there it is, he's done." But no, I think Arteta, like, if you looked how bad Arsenal started at the beginning of the season and how bad they were last year, and how far they've come, and I'm not saying it's totally Arteta's genius, because you got teams like Manchester United and Tottenham playing like garbage. So
yeah, but it's like you said. You said like a couple of weeks ago when we did that, like it was our second or third podcast. Look at how many players he alienated or forced out.
Yeah, he alienated them out, and was it for a good reason? We're still yet to see that. It's only been a year. Like
you said, Aubameyang, we're seeing that it wasn't a good reason.
I said Aubameyang isn't a good reason if they don't make top four, and if he kills it in La Liga.
He is killing it though. He keeps scoring.
Yeah, no, that doesn't
matter. How's our strikers doing?
You're not listening.
I am listening.
No, I said if there's two things, there's two conditions.
Okay, what are these conditions?
I'm trying to talk, but you keep cutting me off. If he doesn't make the top four, and Aubameyang kills it, that's terrible. But if he does, he's a genius.
Okay, so what if Aubameyang kills? What if Aubameyang kills it and we make top four? Is it a bad move or not?
No, that's a good move because we still made top four, and there's a
no
genius
because
move.
we still don't have a frigging striker.
We didn't need it clearly in his eyes, and he was right. How? He still succeeded.
So we're going to start winning league titles with strikers. We're going to go next year
because we only have
Lacazette.
You clearly don't know.
What's the excuse for Aubameyang then? Like, what's the excuse there?
Well, the excuse for Aubameyang was because Arteta had a style like Pep has. So they have this. He learned from Pep, so he thinks that they can play without a striker. Like Man City has no striker right now. Like they have a striker, but they really don't. So he sees that, and he's like, so Arteta's strict on his style. Like he's like, every forward has to track back and be a defender and work hard. And Aubameyang isn't that guy.
Same with Lukaku. Fucking snail.
Yeah, and that's what. But Aubameyang's fast. He's like one of the fastest guys in the Premier League.
No, I know that.
Yeah, but he's like, but he's not a guy that comes back and plays defense, just like Otso. That's
I don't give a shit who you are.
Yeah,
you help.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. With Otso, he chased off Otso as well.
No, but dude, Otso was clearly done. He's still not even really producing for Fenerbahce. So
no, but still, come on. You know what I'm saying?
But
you're chasing these guys off.
No, but Aubameyang, he's a guy that you build your team around to help him, and that Arteta didn't want that. He wants to play from the back and slow and play ticky-tacky like Pep. And that's how it is. And he didn't fit that. And Aubameyang is the old school striker where he makes the runs and tapped in, and he's the poacher, the merchant that's inside. He's a finisher. He's a classic number 9. And Arteta doesn't want that. That's all it is. He wants a guy like Lacazette that'll hustle. It doesn't mean that he's going to score. It means he's going to help out the wings and stuff. That's all it is. And that's the difference. And it's like me as an Aubameyang fan, it was hard for me to grasp that. I was like, damn, I don't want to see Aubameyang ever leave because I love that guy. And then, like you guys know, I was pissed. I was absolutely pissed. I was like, I want this guy's head. But when I cooled down, you're like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. I see.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Tony Rudiger. I feel like if we lose him, we're done.
Yeah,
that's the end. That's the demise of our defense. Sure, I mean Thiago is a massive, massive part of our defense.
You guys still got Reece James.
Yeah, but he's a wingback.
But still, he's defense.
Christensen's gone. Azpilicueta's gonna go.
Yeah, if you guys lose the Russian
Rudiger,
guy,
that leaves what? Marlon Star and fucking.
So what happens if you guys lose all the oil money? Aren't you a little bit nervous about that? About what the team's gonna become?
We got Chaloba.
Yeah, that guy with the hair.
Yeah, hairline.
Hairline. He just has a line on the back of his head. That's it.
Fuck.
Yeah, but are you nervous about that? Or what could become?
I am. I'm very nervous. Yeah. I'm not nervous about Christensen or Azpilicueta, but like to replace Rudiger is going to be extremely fucking hard.
Yeah. How about Harry Kane? Do you think they should just sell Lukaku and try to get a Harry Kane?
They need to. For
the
sake of Harry Kane's career and to save our fucking.
But he's a Tottenham guy. You don't mind? Hell no, eh? Hell no.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Hell no. You know what? It'd make it that much sweeter for him to win at Chelsea, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah, it would.
And you know what? Even if you guys wanted...
Lukaku can't play Premier League.
No, he can't. He's already proved that. The only team that he did well at was Everton.
And even then, he's not cut out for it. He wants to play that fucking slow. He's the best in the league. He can't compete with these other younger kids, man.
I know. I don't know, man. I think Arsenal are light years though. I don't know why Davis is hating on Arteta. I think
I just don't believe the system. I told you. I think he's had more than enough time to get us better than. I'm not saying he hasn't done a good job. Like, don't make me sound like I'm sitting here and going, "Oh, we're not winning," EPL. So get him the hell out of here. But
no, but this is officially his team. So now he gets to build on his team instead of all the deadwood. He got rid of what he considered deadwood. So if he doesn't, he said when he signed in 3 years, they'll be competing for a Champions League. And so far, this is his third year coming up. He might be competing for. Yeah, he could be.
It's debatable if we're competing for it.
Dude, all we needed is 3 signings in the summer.
It's not debatable. I think you guys have a good shot. You guys have a very good shot. Look at us. We're
yeah.
You guys have a good shot, man.
I think our fourth place, the fourth place is Arsenal's for the taking easily.
Provided we don't collapse. But
like
I said, we definitely need to address that striker area because we're not going to win without having one.
But us too. We've got Champions League matches. We've got, you know what I mean. It's like you guys only have fucking Premier League matches.
Yeah, but that's where we're gonna. That's why I see what he did there with getting Aubameyang and not replace him because there's no need. There's no rush to replace him. It's like a panic buy. He didn't want to make a panic buy and be stuck.
No, it's because nobody wanted to play for us still.
We did with Lukaku. They should have just fucking waited and offered how long a fucking.
Well, they wanted
whatever the fuck you wanted.
Yeah, they wanted Dusan of Vlahovic.
Yeah, we wanted Dusan and we wanted Isaac and.
No. They only wanted Dusan Vlahovic, and he said no, and they said fine, we're out.
We weren't going for Isaac as well.
No, that team actually doesn't want to sell him though until.
No, they don't want to, but he wanted to come here.
No, in the summer,
who was the other one that wanted to play with us so badly?
Yeah, it doesn't mean just because they want to come doesn't mean Arsenal want them. You know what I mean?
You could say the same thing. You're Mr. We're getting Haaland.
I said that's an option because him and Odegaard are.
It's not an option. We're not going to get a chance. We don't have a chance to him. He's going to be in Manchester next year.
Dude, no, him and Odegaard are best friends, and their dream is playing.
It doesn't matter if you're best friends.
Dude, the thing is, you don't listen. This guy's a Dallas fan. He must be, eh?
No.
Declan will probably come to Chelsea too.
Yeah, that guy's 120 million pounds minimum. They said that's crazy.
Yeah, but Declan, he's gonna come. He'll come. You watch.
That's an overpriced Englishman right there.
I know. I don't even. I could care less if we got him, but
he's good, but he's like remember Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire.
I think what they think is he'd be like Conte's replacement or something.
Yeah, but what's wrong with Conte? Why you guys push him out the door?
I don't think they're like pushing him, but like fuck, he ain't getting younger.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I'd keep Conte. I think the guy's brilliant, but
Jorginho will probably be going soon.
Yeah, I don't think much of that guy, to be honest with you. I think he's good at penalties.
I was gonna say what good penalty kicker. Fuck.
Yeah, if you could pinch hit,
Kovacic is a fucking beast.
Yeah, I like Kovacic for sure. But how about How about the other guy, Pulisic?
I like Christian. I really like Christian. I don't know.
Yeah, see, he's a Croatian too, but he's American. He's like a half breed. I don't know, but I gotta go. I gotta go see my kid and stuff. It's 3 hours. My girlfriend's like, "Hello, are you done?" All right, that was great, man. Thank you guys. Thank you, everybody.
Talk